we don't. Are we live?
I think we're live. Are we live?
Wow.
We're live.
If you live anywhere in the world other than America, happy Thursday. If you live in... Your lapel is not on, apparently. If you live in America, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Oh,
and thank you for joining us for this live broadcast from Andertons Towers in Guildford, where we are here to tell you and celebrate Black Friday. Oh dear. Poor old Pete. He's got to learn how to use his lapel. He's coming in live.
Am I coming in hot now?
He's coming in hot.
Is that
It's
okay?
all right.
All I said was, "Ooh, happy Thanksgiving." That's
We've
why
got Tay-Tay on the wheels of steel over there. We've got Oz on camera one, and we've got Felix, because we have to have token French people employed by Andertons, apparently.
I know, we have at least one.
At least one.
Yeah.
Yes, Felix repping it for the French
He supplied a lovely meal earlier as well, escargot and snails, lots of
escargot and snails.
Yeah.
Wow. Should we get into this? Right.
Sorry, Felix. You can take it. You can take it.
It's all right. I'm allowed to. My grandmother was French.
And my name is Jacques Honoré, so I am French as well.
Exactly.
So not that I can speak any French, but...
And anyway, right. So Black Friday. Here's the rules, everybody. It's a massive sale. Happens to the whole world. It's all Amazon's fault. But we're jumping on that bandwagon and have done for several years. As of about half an hour ago, something like 3,000 products on the Andertons website reduced in price. Go search for those by following the links below this video. We're going to talk about some of them. If, however, the product that you had your eye on is not in the sale and you're a bit disappointed about that, I can at least comfort you by saying that the entire catalogue has triple loyalty points for the duration of the Black Friday sale. So at least you get something extra off of your next purchase from Andertons.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Right. Mr. Pete.
Mr. Lee.
Are we doing PRS first?
I think we're doing PRS first.
We're going to be here for a good 2 hours, I would have thought, because there's tons to show you about.
So much stuff.
Our esteemed colleagues in the marketing department have asked us to tell you about this guitar. It is a PRS SE Silver Sky. It's one of the original colours that came out, called Dragon Fruit. Absolutely. The list price of a current Silver Sky SE is £895. We've been selling these on sale for actually most of this year for about £599, but we've just got tired of looking at it, to be honest with you. So whatever we've got left are going to be £499.
That's a good deal, man. That's a nice Christmas present there for someone. Well, love
should be in sales.
Yeah.
So £499 comes with a lovely gig bag, and Mr. Pete is going to show you how it could sound in the hands of an excellent guitar player.
Well, why would we get somebody else to do? You know what they're like. 3 pickups, 5-way selector switch, volume, tone. This is live. This is live, isn't it? It's very different to. Actually, it's not. I just have to be careful what I say, how I act. It was like, Pete, don't say that, don't do this, but I'm going to try my best not to. Classic John Mayer sound. Middle position.
Oh, yes. Snappy.
It's snappy.
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 Like a turtle.
Like a turtle. I like the, what is that series on, it's Goosebumps.
Have you ever seen those, they snapper turtles? You know where the ones that live in the swamps and they stick a stick, like you could literally put a full man's arm in the mouth and the way the jaws come down.
I've seen them when they put a sausage onto it and then it goes...
That's what we used to take the £100 off the price of this guitar. This turtle just snap
all the way.
£100 off.
Snap the price.
By the way, I should say, Felix is in fact moderating all of the comments on this evening's live chat, shouting out the ones that he thinks we should answer.
Because you can't read the screen.
I can't read the words on the screen in front of me.
I can.
And I'm pleased to say that anybody who would be so generous as to donate anything via Super Chat mode we'll donate all that to the Teenage Cancer Trust.
Yeah.
So yes, please, and we'll probably read your question out as well. Yeah, we will. Sorry to interrupt.
I mean, that's fine. Somebody said AM1780. I just farted.
You just farted.
But that's led me to believe that, or whatever. Have a good time out there. the alarm. We put a blues print from pedal board on.
Where did that? Does the pedal pawn do the sort of? That sounded like you had like a univibe on it or something like that.
No, not before. No, I didn't. That's just my.
Wow.
I've learned to challenge vibe to my fingers because it's all in the fingers.
Channel
There's
vibe
no such
through
thing,
your fingers.
There's no such thing as tone width, so I have learned to or pedals. I don't use any pedals anymore. It's in my mind, and I get the
distortion
overdrive.
in your
I'm
fingers.
like this. It's a good sound, isn't it?
I'm gonna. I've realised as well. I'm getting the look to say, Lee, we're never going to get through all the products in this sale if you spend this long. So, Dragon Fruit SE, you can get $4.99.
Yeah.
Let's
have some of these beautiful ones.
Stay SE for the minute.
Okay.
So we have got a selection of SE deals with. It just says here, save over £500 on PRS SE deals. So you're going to have to go look at there. But yes, things like the hollow body. I don't know if we've got any of the piezo versions of that left. There's beautiful green, matches your eyes and your personality. And
blue.
How envious of the fact that I can't play like you. And then if you've got slightly deeper pockets and you want to buy something from the USA range, we have some S2 guitars.
Yeah.
A couple of different colours. I don't know if these are multiple colours. How's best to do this, Felix? Are you going to sort of, can we comment on this in the comment section?
Yeah.
So we could put links to if we want. That's what he's doing, you see. So anyway, these two that I'm holding up now, which are S2 models, apparently have been reduced from £2,499 to $1,899.
It's a good deal.
That's rather nice, isn't it?
S2 anniversaries, made in America, where we went.
We did go there.
Yeah.
Video to come soon.
You have to watch that video.
We do. We interview Paul and Jack and the other Paul, and we have a great time. Right.
Somebody says here, RAF FX has just donated 10, I think is that Swiss francs? Said, please fix audio. Guitar's too loud, Lee's too soft, and pan both lav mics center. Did you get that?
They are. Apparently they are.
They are.
That's it.
Okay.
Taylor's gone full anger mode. Sorry about that. It's just as well you're in Switzerland or wherever you are. Otherwise, I can't vouch for your safety.
Thank you, though.
Right. I tell you what we'll do then. So that's the end of the PRS deal section. So whilst we switch out to the next brand of guitars, we'll answer some questions. Is that a good idea?
We can do.
Is that a good idea?
Absolutely.
Okay, fine. Mr. Felix, what would be a good question to start with?
Let's try and find some.
Lee, you're a legend.
We've got to fill the time now whilst Felix looks for questions. Let's have Oz. Everybody give Oz a round of applause. Here he comes.
Right. JT Coma asks, what are your thoughts on the Silver Sky with the maple fretboard? I have the one with the rosewood board. Is there a difference between maple and rosewood?
Well, I think there is. It's all in your mind. No, wood doesn't make any difference.
It's all
in your mind. We did this little video
on it. It
looks
different. Can we all agree that it looks different?
It is different, man. It's a different feel. You feel the guitar differently, and I think once you feel it and you visualize it, I think you'll play it differently, which means that it will sound differently. But I do think there is a tonal characteristic difference. But you have to have the right gear. I have to be careful what I say now. I don't get cancelled here. But I think you have to have the right amp. You have to have something that can put it through. You can't, if you listen to the headphones on a little plug-in.
We probably will and revisit this again. What I believe you are hearing, if you were in the audience or listening to a record through your hi-fi.
Hi-fi.
What you're really hearing is the guitar player. All right, you're not really hearing the amp that he's using or the pedals he or she's using or the cables, whatever. You're hearing the player, and your enjoyment of what that person is playing really has got nothing to do with what the gear is. It's got whether or not that person has come up with something good and to play. The person playing it is hearing everything. He's hearing or she's hearing the maple fretboard and the true bypass pedals and which way the wind is blowing and all that kind of stuff. They're hearing everything. They're hearing how loud it is in the room. They're hearing everything. And if, as a result of them hearing it, they love it so much that it elevates their performance another 5%, that's what you're hearing.
Yeah.
So really this whole thing of I watched a video and I couldn't hear the difference between maple and rosewood or ash and alder or whatever it might be, that's not really the point. it only matters if the person playing it likes it more. It might just be a fraction of a percent.
Also,
anyway,
dare I say, it's good enough to make that different come out in the playing. Because there's also that.
Yeah,
but I hate saying it.
I saw you might need to say that again, because I don't think it came out terribly...
Well, you might not be good enough to... I mean, oof. But I know it sounds really terrible. It's in the fingers. The more you practice, the more you get out the guitar, the more you can lean to one side. There was a cool video I saw of a guy going, here I've got a Strat with alder body, maple neck, and then alder body, rosewood neck, and then like swamp ash, and it was different all the way along. But that could be just a guitar. I suspect
everyone watching this video, if you've been playing guitar for a while, you'll hear and feel things about your rig that a novice wouldn't hear. And I bet you that someone like Eric Johnson or, John Mayer or whatever, he'll hear and feel things about your rig that even you can't hear and feel.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, that's my feeling.
Better.
Right.
Well, we had some people paying some stuff there, so.
Oh, we shout them out?
Yeah. Rob Smokes and Sauce donated £5 or $4.99. Say, evening, you splendid chaps. Any desktop amps on a deal, please.
Okay, I shall just say what that... Yes, go on, what have you found?
The Boss Katana Air X, which is absolutely fantastic, and great stuff all around. Positive Grid.
Positive Grid? Desktop amps, yeah.
I'll tell you what, because I don't know if anyone is going to be able to hear Felix, and with his super thick French accent, I can't understand anything he's saying. So I tell you what, Felix, just reply in the comments and just say to us, hello to such and such. We'll just say hello, and Felix will reply to your question.
There was another one,
but
somebody else.
It was something to do with Positive Grid amps were reduced, and the Katana Air is reduced. EX or just normal Katana Air? EX? That's quite new. Ooh, it's a good amp. Yeah, how much is that down to?
$479.
Wow, $479. What was it? $499. Not the biggest saving. $544. Ouch. $544. It's the time of day when I normally am home having my tea. Right, we doing Alvarez now?
Yeah.
Okay, Alvarez guitars, the nice, simple one. The every single Alvarez guitar at Andertons in the Black Friday sale has had at least 20% knocked off for Black Friday. What do you like about Alvarez guitars, Mr. Pete?
I just like the amount of value for money that you get from them is insane. They're really a lot of guitar for that amount of money. And the looks amazing. Look at that. How much was this?
I don't know about that one in particular. Which model is? Oh, they have. I know what I don't like about Alvarez.
Oh, it's the numbers.
Terrible model numbers.
Yeah. This is the AG60CE. I can imagine that's a cutaway something Performer Grand, blah blah blah. But it's gorgeous guitar, man. You get their own little proprietary system.
All of a sudden, we sold out to the deep south of America. I was going to join in then, you changed chords.
Jack Duxbury, $4.99, Clapton or Mayer.
Clapton and then Mayer. Literally, in a human centipede, I'll be the third one.
Guitar piece. Fine. I mean, I tell you what, are you the middle one, eh? Are you the last one, the middle one?
My God,
and you make a sideways one instead. Yeah, you completely forgot. It's a Canon.
These are cheap.
They're like nice.
I mean, it's relative, isn't it? 80-30s are like 200 quid, something like that.
What's the deal on this? Because I think they're really like 100
What is the deal on the Alvarez 80-30?
20% off all Alvarez.
But this one in particular, the 80-30?
Love you too, Jack, by the way. Come on, just play E minor here.
219. And that's before the 20% off or after? After. What are you playing? Just E minor.
Here is Wonderwall, back to the E minor. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2.
Oh, yeah. You have to solo, I can't. Are you going? That'll do. That's all you're getting for your 20% off. If it was 40% off, I'd have played longer, but it's only 20% off.
There's
So
somebody
that's
saying
everything Alvarez. If you're not familiar with Alvarez, it is a brand made in the Far East, so crazy good value, owned by an American company with a Spanish name. Work that one out. But they have, over the years, developed a partnership or a relationship with Kayari Guitars, which is a super well-respected high-end Japanese acoustic manufacturer. And a lot of the features you get on Alvarez guitars are directly attributed to that range of guitars. So really beautiful, and definitely within Andertons, always the brand that we would point people towards if you're just looking for a great value, kind of intermediate acoustic guitar. Done?
done.
He's done. Right. As we change, let's have some more questions.
Yes, I can. Somebody says, please explain in detail, Pete, what you like about John Mayer as a guitar player. I like you as a guitar player more than him. Oof, but thank you very much.
Praise indeed.
NS, but
that's
yeah,
from Mr. J. Bonamassa. Interesting.
That's from Joe.
Wow.
That's a compliment.
It is a compliment.
Yeah, especially he's watching. I just saw his name pop up there.
So what is it that you? Why does he divide opinion so much? Why does nobody seem to just like not mind John Mayer? Why do you either really like him or really dislike him?
It's like relic guitars a little bit, isn't it?
be.
It's like Android and Apple there. I think he writes some deep, good pop songs that people can sing along to.
Yeah.
And so the guys can take their wives to the show. There's something for the wife, there's something for the man, there's something for everybody at the shows, and he plays daughters and stuff, and for guitar players, I like him because he's a melodic version. He plays lots of melodies that is really good. He's very melodic in his playing, and I like that.
He's not afraid to just do a pop song, is he?
And he's not afraid to do a pop song, and I think maybe that annoys lots of people, that he's too poppy, or he's not Stevie Ray, but he's none of them.
I get the impression from
I think he's good.
Listening to him, he doesn't want to do the same album twice.
Yeah,
so if you're a big guitar fan, a hardcore guitar fan, by the time you get past Continuum, I get it that it's almost like I've done 3 mega guitar albums. Yeah. Maybe now I'll do. I mean, he does a bit country, doesn't he? And then he goes a bit poppy.
I think he just does what he feels like.
He's definitely gone a bit 80s throwback in the last one.
Which I have to admire that as a musician, where you go, I'm not going to do the same as I've done because I would like to go down a different path now and see where it takes me. Yeah. I think he's a great player. I think he's a melodic player. I think his sound is good. But there's millions of thousands of good players out there. I said millions. There's so many good players out there that never gets the chance to stand out. But that's because they don't have the hit. They haven't written Daughters. They haven't written.
I think he's a phenomenal player. He is incredible, and he's getting better all the time, which I really like about him. That he strives to be better and learn new things. Here's a question. I'm going to throw it back to everyone out there who perhaps doesn't like John Mayer. What is it that you don't? I mean. Is it just you don't like the music, or is there something about his personality that puts you off? Or
it's quite
is it the fact that he's just unbelievably handsome and we're
tall,
all just
good looking,
jealous?
and he's had all of the girls?
What is it?
What is it?
Anyway, you talk about that for a bit amongst yourselves, whilst we tell you about Sire guitars.
While we play this song.
You know what you could play on that? You could play the solo from what was the one you did on the Casino?
Oh yeah.
Exactly like that.
Now I'm going to get the same as Joe Santoriani got, because I'm trying to play a John Mayer riff now.
Joe Santorini, Greek's most famous guitar player.
Jose Santorini.
Right, so Sire. If you're not familiar with Sire, I guess it's a relatively new brand. I say new, it's probably 10 years old, something like that. And really made their name with their association with Marcus Miller on the bass side of things. And for certainly when we first started doing the Sire stuff, that level of quality at that kind of price point was pretty unheard of, and it was incredible. And then about 3-4 years ago, maybe, they tried to replicate the sort of the bass Marcus Miller partnership on the electric guitars with a very famous guitar player called Larry Carlton, who some of you will know, Grammy award-winning guitar player, lots of solo hits, famous for being in Steely Dan and doing stuff with Joni Mitchell and all that kind of stuff. So the Sire range has S-types, hollows, T-types, L-types, all that kind of stuff. S3 range starts from about 300 quid.
Amazing guitar again
like that.
for the money.
Oh my life! Oh my life! Okay, so we've got S3 guitars. Is this right? Starting from £239? That's what it says. It's either a misprint or it's a deal of the day. So S3 electric guitars starting from $239. Says it saves up to. Yeah, that is S3, isn't it?
Wow.
This one's at 239.
This is $239.
Holy flip! I'm
Fair
beating
enough.
myself out then.
Yeah, somebody. Wow.
Somebody stop there.
Bass guitars, the only information I have, if you're a bass player, you're probably not a bass player. Why would you be watching us two if you're a bass player? But if you've got a bass player who's your friend, quickly text them and say there's £550 off of selected Sire basses. In fact, I know that because I did the pricing of Sire basses. Yeah, I discounted a lot of Sire basses. And it just says other electrics. There's all sorts of Sire electrics from $299. What is that? How much is the semi-acoustic that Mr. Pete's holding, Felix? Let's do another jam.
Yeah, let's do it.
This is phenomenal. If this is $239, that's ridiculous.
Starting from $499 on the...
$499 on these ones here. Wow, that's good deals,
Cool.
man.
Is that? Are you sure? I thought they were about that anyway, or is there another one that's a bit less? Let's see.
The cheapest will be $469 depending on the color.
Okay, so a little bit better. Okay, so the
$649.
okay. Oh, they were $649. Okay, I got
Yeah,
that.
they were, yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Before we go ahead, there was a question. Farhan, I think there was somebody had a question on here about keyboards. Is there any deals you can put on the screen there for people that looking
The best
for
thing
keyboard
to
deals?
do, if you
go on the website.
go to the homepage of the website, click the massive banner in the middle that says Black Friday, and then after there, pick the keyboard section, and you'll see all the keyboard deals. But there are hundreds of keyboard deals, right, Felix?
Hundreds of keyboard deals across all the techs, everything like that. Farm also notes that the limited edition quad Cortex looks mint, and it does look mint.
We need to get that. We
We've
need to
got one
get
here.
that. We've got one here.
Yeah.
Cool. Anyway, look, we don't talk to the keyboard department at Andertons. It's guitars and keyboards. Keep them separate. Go on, go. Oh, is this a? Are you looping this as we go? Live looping.
Yeah.
What are you using to loop, Mr. Pete?
And Nuke's New X Loop Core.
We got any loopers in the sale, Felix? Sorry. I like this a lot.
Yes.
I'm rather surprised about this. I mean, crikey, if you had the choice between one of these and a Squire Affinity or whatever £239 buys you these days, you're buying this all day.
All day, every
Well, there you are.
day.
So that's the S3. We've got lots of colours in these S3s. I mean, we shall see. You guys go and check it out. It's like, what's happening? Questions?
Yeah, we've got a question with Anderton's variety of brand in stock. Have you ever tried Goldin guitars? And also, thank you, Pete, for being a massive inspiration you have given me as a player. You're very welcome. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm just pleased of that. What?
What? Do a pedal next.
Do a pedal next,
We got
okay.
to
But thank
it.
you very much.
Yes.
Yeah, so Godin guitars, I don't know, we don't stock them. But
Godin is Godin. Is it Robert Godin, isn't it? Yeah, he makes some fine guitars in Canada.
Yeah.
We've certainly stocked them on and off over the years.
Okay.
At the moment it's off. Maybe in the next year it'll be on. I don't
That's
know.
it.
But
It's a great painter as well, isn't it, Gauguin? Oh, that's the other. I'm kidding. It's a joke.
it was a joke. Okay, so are we done with Sire? I thought we might have some more Sire guitars. Just the 2 Sire guitars. I love Sire guitars. I have look, just so you show. Here's my own personal one. This is an S7 roasted maple neck, beautiful stuff, locking tuners, bloody blah. Expect there's some of these in the sale.
And Lee, this is my personal one as well.
Is that actually your own one, is it? That you? But yeah, Sire, great guitars. Fantastic value. Thank you very much.
This is the one that inspired the one with the P90s in it.
Right, shall we do the...
GP200.
You want to do the GP200?
Yeah.
Where's the quad Cortex? I want
It's
to do
just
the
over
quad
there
Cortex.
under the.
Give me the quad Cortex.
You can get up because you've got the.
Oh
old,
yeah, I'm wireless.
You're
aren't I?
wireless today.
I'm totally wireless, just lazy.
That's it. I'll sit here in the meantime and somebody finally £20.
Shut the front door.
Wow.
Straight to Teenage Cancer Trust. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. As I said, Nick Johnston's Strats are the one of the best value for money Strats I've ever tried.
I
Glad to see
would
that
probably
is
concur.
on the deal.
Is
Telly
it?
is an even better deal, but it needs to. Well, I need to learn to play left-handed.
Okay.
Are they on?
Come on, Mr. Pete. Wait
Are they
a
on
minute.
sale as well? $7.99 for the.
I need your Brad Pitt from 7.
What's in the box?
What's in the box? What's in the box?
You're going to be disappointed because there's a lid on it.
So I knew that.
What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the
more
box?
suspense. Are we zoomed in, Mr. Tay?
Wow,
The
that's
Darth
good, man.
Vader C-3PO limited edition version of the Neural Quad Cortex, completely exclusive to Andertons in Europe, I think. May not even just be the UK, might be the whole of Europe. Yes, I believe if you're in America, our friends at Sweetwater are also running a similar promotion on this. But
That is
this
cool.
has been done just for Black Friday, I believe. There is a very limited quantity of these. It's exactly the same as a Quad Cortex on the inside, but on the outside it has gold knobs and a black chassis. And I believe on Black Friday it's including the case for it as well is £1,499, including VAT and free shipping.
Nice. It's a real gold.
It's real gold.
That's
yeah,
nice.
Absolutely, real gold. I melted it down myself from all of the old enormous bracelets that I used to wear in the 1980s. Is that...
I think that's
we're not
very
plugging
cool.
this in, right? We're just basically showing you. We're showing you this.
We got real amps. Can't say that. Oh, I got that. I got just
You're watching a profiled version of me and Pete.
Yeah. There's a little question there
That would
for.
be great. Could you invent that, please, Neural? Could you profile me, and then I could be home with my feet up.
Thanks for your videos. Greetings from Spain to you. Thank you very much for the
Viva España!
The Low Live X.
We ship to Europe, right, everybody? I know Brexit's made things a little bit more complicated, but we do ship to Europe. And actually, if you're in Germany or France or Spain, is that right? Definitely Germany and France, maybe Spain.
Look at the website.
I know that quite a few of the pages on our website now for products that are easy to ship there are now got special German and French and Spanish language information on them. Right.
Oui.
Okay. Was this next or is?
Yeah, we've just been handed these.
Right. So we must remember to come back to the Valeton because we've skipped that out now. But okay, this is Fender Roadworn. I refuse to believe that what is written on this piece of paper is correct. I refuse, Felix.
It's correct.
It can't be. I refuse.
So cute.
I refuse.
I can't believe this. Oh my God.
Physically, this is losing money. Costing me money to sell these guitars. Are these
Here
really?
comes the Roadworns.
They're not both $7.99, are they?
Yeah.
$7.99 for these, and is there other
Nitro
Roadworns?
finish and American pickups
For
on a Roadworn
$7.99.
guitar for $7.99.
And this is the Mischief Maker, and this is.
Both these guitars are $7.99.
Is
That's
the,
right.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Someone's getting P45 in the morning. Wow.
That's a good deal,
I don't know
man.
what to say.
That's
Are
incredible.
can you see how many there are? Felix, there must be a lot, I guess, if we're doing that deal. Give us some tones, Mr. Pete.
Yeah, somebody says they wish
Wow.
they were in my hands.
$7.99. American pickups. Can we remember? Were they 60s American
I think it was
pickups or something?
60s.
Fat 60s
yeah,
or
fact
something?
60s. Yeah.
Texas Specials, Americans.
Oh, Texas
Wow.
Special in the. So this is the Mischief Maker. You see, it's a Strat body with a Telecaster headstock, with a slightly beefier neck on there. Worn neck, which I love this.
You say beefy, I say porky.
Have you watched Porky's?
For a long time ago.
Yeah. So if I go like, if I go like. I mean, that sounds great, doesn't it?
Did he ever play a Strat with a?
Huh?
Did he ever play a Strat with a telly neck on it?
I don't think many people did.
No.
Didn't
where did that
no,
idea
I think
come from?
Wasn't
There you
there?
go,
Isn't there a
viewers.
photo of Jimi Hendrix playing that with us?
I don't know. Could we get some answers on screen? First person to get it right will shout out. But what
I'm sure
famous
Jimi
guitar player
Hendrix did.
played a Strat with a telly neck?
I don't know.
That's what the Mischief Maker is.
Yeah. Oh man. This is
I
great,
can't
man.
see what anything on the screen is saying.
Yeah,
so
I can
people
read it
could be
all. I'm
being
reading
super
down.
mean to me. I don't know.
Oh man.
This one, because I feel like I won't make it sound as good as you make it sound. And obviously,
That's great to play that. I
It
love
isn't
the
it?
satin finish neck. Just play, man. Shut up and play.
what are the
that's
pickups
good.
in the pink one, Mr. Felix?
Same.
Oh, it's Texas
Same.
Specials as well. Wow.
Here we go. Here's tuning. This is what I
is
sleep
it.
a quarter of my life. I tune a quarter of my life.
That's it.
I cry a quarter of my life.
We were going to do T-shirts, weren't we?
Yeah.
We were going to go eat, sleep, tune,
repeat. Yeah.
repeat.
No, there's no arm on this one. That's fine. I'm saying, don't worry about the other.
That sounds great.
Careful, you're swearing now.
I know, apologies about that, children. You should be in bed by now anyway.
Please show us the amp setting. So, amp settings on the little sister is, well, here we go. Everything at 12 o'clock apart from the master and the gain, which is on 2, like a little bit over 2. That's it. Can you see that over there? Can you get a shot of that, Oz?
My amplifier, everything's at 12 o'clock as well.
12
That's
o'clock.
why it's just. That's how you know. That's how you know if you're going to like an amplifier or not. You plug your guitar into it, you put all the tone controls at 12 o'clock,
It was
and it's
no
like, if you like the sound of it, oh, was it? Yeah. If you like the sound of it, you know it's probably the right amp for you. If you're literally just going, oh, I need to change this, like maybe there's another amp out there that might be for you.
Yeah.
Right. Are there any other Roadworns, or is it just the pink and the blue one?
I think wasn't there a purple one in there as well?
I don't know. These are all, by the way, what are called FSR guitars, Fender Special Run.
What's the purple one in there?
Which,
Purple ones in the deal. Yeah.
wow.
$7.99 as well.
And this one.
So FSR means
I mean, I put
someone
a-
like Andertons, and in these instances, obviously it was Andertons, comes up with this combination of a spec and a color or whatever, and says to Fender, can we do these please? So Fender just make them as a limited run for that dealer. So not only are these a
You
crazy,
even got the
crazy
limited
good,
run on there.
yeah, not only have
Stick
you got
on
like
it.
a crazy, crazy good deal, you've also got a guitar that, chances are hardly anyone else in the world will have.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm going to give these back to Oz, and I expect you to go and buy them all immediately, and we'll see how many are left in the morning.
Well, we're doing some pedals next, so do you want to keep the guitars?
Oh, we
Yeah,
can do
why
that.
not?
Yeah,
Why not? Why not? Why
Absolutely.
not? Okay, so
JHS.
You want to do JHS first, do you?
Let's do it.
Okay.
You grab some of
Here
that.
he goes. All three.
I'm gonna.
Or more. Should I do all the JHS ones?
Why not?
Even though they're all different. Let's just do all the JHS ones in a row.
Do you want to do it one at a time, or?
I don't know.
I don't know anymore.
So, what is the JHS always do a good Black Friday deal?
Yeah, they do.
Is it basically just everything JHS 15% off?
That's your pedal here, by the way.
It is.
That's yours, isn't it?
So every single JHS pedal, you didn't just say that
No, I
live,
didn't.
did you? You did, didn't you? Okay. Right.
What?
Quick, move on.
It is his.
I know. Move on. Right. So, the Series 3 range is the sort of sub £100 range, 15% off those. You've got the...
This is one of my favourite JHS
yes,
pedals
this
ever.
is his sort of full, normal American line. And then this, what was this called? This was called was it Legacy Series or something like that? I can't remember. Come on, recover. He's gone.
They're all
recover.
Gone.
So it's and this
Tone
obviously,
bender, for God's sake, man.
these are throwback recreations of famous fuzz pedals
With a little,
over
with
the
a
years.
different mode on the side here. They're great.
Come on, quick, plug one in.
Yeah,
Distract people. Go.
Yeah, the overhead
The
camera
overhead
can see
camera
them.
see them.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay, let's plug one in here.
What are you plugging in? You got Morning Glory. It just gets worse, doesn't it? What's going on?
Yeah.
Is that Morning Glory, the gold one?
The morning. This is a fantastic
is a
overdrive
great-
pedal. It's a
that's
blues
the Blues
breaker,
Breaker, isn't it?
which is one of my favourite
with
all-time Morning Glory. I love
with
a
an
Morning Glory.
extra with an extra boost in it, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's got an extra gain stage. It's got a louder gain stage in it. Same thing. I'm going to plug the...
Plug it in.
I'll
Come
plug
on,
the
just
Behringer
plug one in.
Whatever. Hang on. Wait 1 second.
So, what else? Come on, Felix, help us. Shout out questions. Do anything.
Yeah, somebody earlier on asked they were looking to start their first pedal board and were looking for recommendations for beginner pedal board ideas.
Oh.
Did we? Well, okay,
that's
great.
it.
So pedals. We just did an interesting recent video on our channel that you might be worth going to watch, and that was where we took a very, very popular multi-effects pedal by Boss called the ME90, which is about £300, and compared it to what a pedal board would look like if you just had the same budget to put a pedal board together. And there's no real winner in that. There's just like some people prefer the simplicity and the sound of the pedals. Some people like the fact that you get tons and tons of stuff with the multi-effects route.
Yeah.
But if I was to start my own pedal board, I'd go and I probably, to be honest with you, if you're on a real budget, I wouldn't even bother buying the board. You know, if you can just put them on a bit of wood or just leave them at home.
Absolutely. Get the wood
But
out.
you need, I would suggest, get yourself a tuner. Good start.
Yeah, tuner.
Get yourself an affordable compressor. Compressors are good fun.
Not necessarily as the first one.
Not in this order. I'm doing the chain of pedals.
Yeah.
Get yourself a couple of drive pedals that stack well, so that you can, like, sort of like a low, two lowish or a low and a medium, so that when you've got them both on together, you get your high gain tones. That will work for almost any genre of music, other than maybe really heavier kind of metal stuff.
Yeah.
And then get a delay. I love, a simple delay pedal. You might want a modulation pedal.
Terminal chorus.
Chorus is probably the simple place to start.
Yeah.
Maybe you want a looper so that you can
Looper's great.
have some fun with loopers.
Yeah.
But there's definitely, have we done that? I'm pretty sure within the last 12 months, we've also done another video which is kind of specifically about which pedals to choose. But definitely, definitely go and look at the Boss ME90 versus pedals video. I think that'll give you a good idea.
We did a video on what
You're
pedals
welcome.
do you need first as well. So
Yeah,
there is
I
a couple
thought
of
we did.
videos. And we're doing one again.
right.
We're doing one next week. Sorry.
Yes, we in our schedule, our super hectic schedule, we're
Anyway,
actually filming that exact video that you want.
Let me plug this in.
Do it. So there's a tone bender clone.
Yeah, so here's the clean.
Probably one of the most famous fuzzes, if not the most famous fuzz of them all. This one apparently modelled on a 1973 Tone Bennett. 73, God, 10 years before I was born. Incredible times.
Yeah, about 20 years before I was born.
Right. I don't.
Super chats.
Oh yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Please read.
Chris
who are
George. Click him. Click him.
Don't we know a Chris
Little
George?
X
George.
Said, thanks for your videos and greetings from Spain.
Thank you.
Hola.
Hello.
Amanda
Hello.
Rake had asked if Steve I's Green Pia could be as part of the Black Friday sale on 50% off.
Yes, absolutely. And another shop.
Yeah, I'll get Steve to personally deliver it as well.
And Chris George was just saying it's always such a pleasure to watch you guys. And
Is that Chris George? Is that the Chris George that I know, or just a coincidence?
There must be more than one Chris
Probably.
George.
I don't know. Maybe.
There's a George
Yeah,
Chris.
I tell you what. Just as a sneak, just so that we know it's the right Chris George. Write in the comments section. Are you left or right-handed? And then I'll know.
What?
Just saying.
Do you want to plug in the plug-in?
Sure.
Let's just plug in the plug-in here. Really quickly. See what the plug-in does.
So this, if I
seem to
remember
remember-
rightly, there was an old fuzz pedal that I don't. Yay. I'm not sure how popular it ever was, but it was like, you know, these little bugs that you get, like the sort of Vox Amplug type things. It was one of those that became like a popular or a famous fuzz circuit, and Josh has sort of designed it into a pedal.
They are just
More.
That's mean.
Right, anyway,
Machine.
as you guys all know, Josh Scott at JHS makes amazing pedals, and Black Friday is always a great time of year to stock up your pedal board with his
And
brand
I can
of pedals.
absolutely recommend this Morning Glory. I think
Indeed.
it's an amazing
Hands up,
pedal.
who got a Notaclon recently?
Not me.
No, that's true.
No,
great. Do you know
What a concept.
He posted the other day as well. He reckons they've done nearly. I read something the other day saying he'd done 20,000 of them now.
20,000?
So the original run was
No.
of 3,000 pedals. They were done within 24 hours, and he posted something the other day, I think, saying they're going to
for
do
$99.
20,000.
It's the best Christmas present for a guitar player ever.
No, they'll be in the Andertons
Oh,
Black Friday sale. It'll be
Sorry.
after that. Then it'd be an Notaclon.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
but you won't get one
I mean-
for Christmas now. If you haven't got one of the original 3,000.
Unless you know him,
You go,
the man
on,
himself.
you go on eBay and is Sasha's selling
Yeah, he's
his
selling
for
for
£5,000.
But actually,
Good luck.
Actually, that's good because he said, if you go to his Instagram, he's selling it, and he, for whatever much money, he'd give it to charity and he'll double it up.
Wow.
So he's doing a charity for
Oh, I didn't realise that. I didn't realise that.
It was all a joke.
I thought it was a joke.
It was
Yeah,
a joke, but
okay.
then he was like, I'm going to sell
Right,
it.
can I show you the Valeton now?
Yes,
Let's
do
just
the
get rid of
Valeton.
it. Can I unplug these without making a terrible noise? He just did
Well,
anyway.
You did it anyway, yeah.
I did it
I
anyway.
don't care at all. Really.
Okay.
Give me the cable. then.
Sorry, man. Right,
No, you're
whilst
not
I am
sorry.
grabbing this next thing, can I...
Super chat ready.
Super chat
Yeah.
game, super chat game, super
So,
chat game.
Sean is Cubs fan. Is
Who?
saying, what do you guys think of the band Scorpions? Not just rock you like a hurricane.
Damn it, that was the only one I knew.
Yeah. Scorpions.
Was it Winds of Change? Wasn't that the...
Winds of Change.
I mean, Scorpion...
Take me down in the moment, in the moment of the
That's
glory
it.
night.
That's it.
Dunno.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know how many they actually did. I'm not quite sure.
It was 100% a band that I had an album of when I was in my teens, because I remember listening to it when I lived with my parents. But it was definitely that era of Winds of Change and Rock Me Like a Hurricane and all that kind of stuff. Can't tell you I know an awful lot about them since then, I'm afraid.
Scorpions. Did they have the down the Gorky Park? They had that thing, but he's playing that big old triangular shaped
You're asking the
guitar
wrong person.
in the video.
I don't know. Did that answer the question, Felix?
Yeah. No, I don't really. What do we think? I like it. It's old school.
Or was
rock and
someone
roll,
just
isn't it?
asking, what do we think about Scorpions in general? Is it someone's tuned into this thinking it's some sort of David Attenborough program?
Yeah, but scorpions can be nasty little buggers, I tell you.
Anyway,
I
right.
actually have a couple at home
Scorpions.
in a little terrarium. Yeah.
There you go.
Thanks to my snakes and my.
So, multi-effects units obviously come in all shapes and prices, from £100 up to a couple of £1,000. Probably the most hotly contested price will be around about the £300 to £500 bracket, where tons of famous brands, loads of great products there. The one I've ended up using in my office, and if you follow me on Instagram...
Don't do that. So boring.
Yeah, don't do that. You will see me doing 1 or 2 jams a week from my office, and I have a little drum machine that's built into this, and I use the looper that's built into this, and I use all the guitar sounds built into this, and I just plug it into the same, like my computer speakers. Anyway, the GP200 is great. It has 2 little baby brothers called the GP200 Junior and the GP200 LT. They contain exactly the same software that is in the big GP200. They just have less foot switches on them. Anyway, these are all in our January sale. I've just teleported 6 weeks into the future. These are all in our Black Friday sale.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah, I could skip Christmas completely then. That would be awesome.
It's like, sing, sing. Just completely skip this.
I love this. Mark from Ferrotone Studios, if you're watching, he also loves this product and has done several videos on it over the last few weeks.
So let's tell you quickly what's my favorite thing. I'm going to interrupt you, as I always do. As you always point out that I always interrupt. You always interrupt me, I always interrupt you. It's these long foot switch / nipple tips on these ones here. I love that.
Have you seen
It's
one of
such a
those
good
videos
idea.
where people put CDs on their nipples and they see how many they can get? They're
Spin
not, obviously, that's where this type of
You know what I use on my nipples when I do that trick?
Clamps?
Laser discs.
Laser discs. So this GP200 was $299, has been reduced to $249. If that's still a little bit of a stretch, or you're still trying to save a bit more money, the 200JR has been reduced to $219, and the LT
from $185
down to $185. They all contain the looper, they all contain the drum machines, you just get less switches. But as Pete said, what a brilliantly well thought out product. Obviously,
a great idea.
You want to hit the buttons on the front row, and then you want to hit the buttons on the back row, and you don't want to hit the button on the front row by
And you
mistake.
don't want to hit these buttons by mistake.
Yeah, so they've made them like a centimetre taller.
Nobody else has done that.
Balanced outputs, USB, and USB-C, not 1980s USB printer. You plug headphones into this, plug it into an amp, plug it into a desk, do whatever you like with this. Wah-wah. So I really like this. I'm not going to play it for you right now because we haven't got time, but if you go over to my Instagram page or just search
videos.
Valeton GP200 on the Andertons YouTube channel, you'll find loads. That is $299 until we, $249, was $299, $249, until we run out, I think, or at least until the Black Friday sale ends. What's next? Are we doing Chapman?
Chapman.
Chapman!
Chapman.
Who owns Chapman? Who knows?
Oh, man.
If only he'd say.
Yeah, if only he'd say. Somebody says here, multi-effects and Chapman, time for cigarette.
Oh, that's harsh. That's harsh. Although if I smoked, I'd be with you.
It's not a good thing, is it? Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
Sorry. Right, there's 2 series of Chapman guitars. There's standard series, which denotes that they're made in Indonesia and have non-branded hardware by and large. I think there's 1 or 2 models with Seymour Duncan pickups, but yes, so unbranded or Chapman branded pickups and bridges and all that kind of stuff. Nice quality guitar, but made to a price. And then there's Pro Series, which comes out of Korea. And
this one here?
Yep.
Yep.
And we'll have branded like Seymour Duncan pickups and hip shot tuners and all of that goodness. Massive discounts in the Black Friday sale. I've just got here mega savings. We don't use the word mega enough, do we, anymore?
I've got another word we don't use enough, but I'm not going to say it here.
Okay. Mega savings on Chapman, up to £440 off the price, which, wow. I mean, that could be like 40% off a guitar, couldn't
it is.
We've got guitars starting from $339. May I see that black one? It could
No,
be. No, that's not one of those, is it? That's one of the new ones with the four-way blade.
Yeah.
Is now a good time for a jam?
I think it is. Yeah, I think it is.
Do it then.
Somebody's asking if they can buy T-shirts then in Indonesia. Is that possible?
100%. You can buy T-shirts wherever you live in the world. I mean, I suspect the shipping will be 3 times as much as the T-shirt.
Yes, but you can.
But you can. How does this work? It goes in like... I'm confused.
That's not the Valeton.
That's why it doesn't fit in the box.
Ding dong. I was going to call you something else there. The word that we don't use
enough.
The word
that, had we not been live, you would have used.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
Just constantly.
Come on then. Oh, I'll do this later.
I think you should. You need some dad rock on these, don't you?
Yes. Is there a loop?
I can do a loop if you want.
Why not? I thought you had loads of loops saved up.
No, but not for these guitars.
So this will be one of the more affordable ones, because I know this is a standard ML2. So if you're unfamiliar with the Chapman range, if it says it's an ML1, it looks a bit super stratty. If it says it's an ML2, it looks a bit like a single cut L style. And if it says ML3, it'll be a T style. And then there's like Ghost Fret, it's its own crazy thing.
Yeah.
But you can, generally speaking, get any of these shapes either as a standard version or as a pro version. As I'm sure you'll see if you dive on over to the website, there are some crazy discounts. Pretty sure some of the Pro Series stuff is down to £700-ish pounds.
Good deals.
£700 to £800, and standard series will be down to sort of, between £300 and £400. Something like that.
Something like that.
Someone's nodding.
Website.
Yes, nodding.
Little website.
Yes.
Sub in Chapman Deals.
Right, Mr. Pete. We are still on page 1 of a sort of page and a half long deal. So, we're only an hour in.
Is it?
Yeah, it feels longer, I know.
Somebody's saying I should get up and wash Pete my mouth with soap, but that's fine. I'll do that later on.
Should wash something with soap, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
Any more questions before we move on, Mr. Felix?
On the one with a super chat for £5 asks, King of the Modeling Profiler, according to you guys. So Neural, Camper, Line 6, Fender, or Fractal?
Whichever one you want. They are more, less, more. It's all about whichever one you find easiest to use. Because Are you pointing at that one? Yeah, it's good. They're all good, man. At the end of the day, I think it's really down to personal preference. Because you can get the good sounds out of all of them. None of them are bad. I know. At the end of the day,
we did a very superficial shootout of all the modelers where we just took like presets and compared them.
Yeah.
And I get it that absolutely the comments section is on fire going, yeah, but if you tweak this and tweak that, you can do this. And it's like, of course you can. You can do it with any of them. You can tweak till your heart's content.
Yeah.
But on the straight, if we just tried to do, like, be as objective as possible, we liked the fact that the quad Cortex could do profiles and
captures.
Models.
Yeah, captures. They call it captures, don't they?
Well, that's what I mean, captures and models.
It can do both, which is really great.
We thought every single unit did a really good, as you say, a good sound, and if you could tweak it, you could make it even better. But we like the fact that Neural could do profiles. And,
that's a big plus for that one.
The other thing that Neural have been promising for ages, but is apparently imminent, is of course Neural will very soon be able to run all their plugins.
But I don't see what that's even a thing for, because you've got such good sounds.
I was talking to a beer earlier on, and of course his plugin's got all the synth stuff in it, which isn't even in there. So you'll be able to do all that.
Yeah. Well, that's cool.
The Kemper, we had to give credit to. It's just an amazing piece of engineering that a unit that's 15 odd years old now can still compete. The only real criticism with Kemper was there are thousands and thousands of Kemper profiles out there. And some of them are great, some of them are awful. Yeah. And you just have to go through them to find. The Fender is super easy to use. It sounds great.
Easy, sounds great.
The Helix is pretty straightforward to use. Yeah. Got an army of fans, super robust. The Head Rush, that's the outsider, has got the most stuff in it. Yeah. So there isn't really a bad one, but
it's what you need. You get the one for what you need,
Absolutely. Yeah. But and again, if the Neural and all that kind of end is too expensive, the Valeton stuff's great. There's cheaper Head Rush units, which are great as well.
And Tonix. The Fractal we don't. Yeah, Tonix is brilliant. Yeah. I mean, the Fractal we don't know. I don't know if that was in the question, but
was it?
We don't stock that, so we can't.
I've always said with Fractal, it would be impossible for Andertons to make a review what's the right, because Fractal's arrangement is only to sell direct to end users. I'm in a situation, or Andertons is in a situation, where if we reviewed one and it didn't win, people would go, well, of course you've fixed this, haven't you, because you can't sell them. And of course, if it did win, we then can't sell them. So it's it's a bit like I'm in a no-win situation on that one. So loads and loads of famous guitar players use Fractal, and loads of famous guitar players use other brands as well. So you need to choose.
The good. Somebody's saying here, NS says Pete's right about the Tonemaster Pro convoluted reverb. I really like that. I think they convoluted.
Yeah, that's the one. Convalescent.
It is absolutely the reverb in those Fender Tonemasters. They absolutely nailed that. Yeah, that's the best spring reverb.
You're talking about the actual amplifiers as well.
No, just in any of that. The way they've nailed that spring and that whole thing, and that clang and everything about it.
Fender
the best. The end, absolutely. Yeah. Glenn Proctor say, if Lee put the wrong manual in the box, does that count as B stock?
Oh, everything counts as B stock. I've only got to look at something and it's B stock apparently. So
you throw it over.
Yeah. What have we got now? Ooh!
There you go.
The biggest selling guitar amplifier of the year by a mile. Hello. This is the Positive Grid.
I'm in the cinema.
Spark Go. Do you remember when mobile phones were like? In fact, they're not that much smaller than this now, are they? They're a lot bigger than that. My aerial comes out the top here. Hello, Mum.
And play some licks. Do you know it? Oh.
So Positive Grid is actually this Positive Grid have been running their Black Friday deal for most of November. So apologies if you've seen this deal already and we're hoping it would come down a bit more. It hasn't. But yeah, 109 for the little Diddy one. Yeah. 189, I think, for the next one up. What? Scratch. If this wasn't live, we could edit that bit out and make me look like I actually knew what I was talking about. So it has come down even more. So it's been 109 for all of November. Now it's another £10 off just for literally the weekend.
That's fun, that, right? You could put that, and it's Bluetooth. You get it, put it to the beach, put it in your pocket, have a little guitar there. It's great.
It is amazing. It's incredible app. We've done a few videos on these. What is that? Have the bigger ones come down as well then, Felix?
Yeah. So the one up is 189 from 229.
Yeah, that's been 189 all month, but that's okay. Still a good deal. And
then the biggest one is Not sure if then it's gone down more, but 229.
Yeah, okay.
259.
So it's only the Diddy one that's got like an extra special £10 off for Black Friday. That's incredible.
Yeah. Fun little thing.
So it honestly is. Go and check it out. And if you have this, and then like after 6 months or a couple of months, you're going, I wish it was a bit louder. They do the extension cab for it, the Spark extension cab, which is amazing.
And you get different. You can change these out as well. You get another one of these, so you can.
That was like the hi-fi system in my first Renault 5. Literally had speakers like that built into the.
I've ruined it now. I'm destroying it.
That's definitely B stock now, Glenn. Just in case you're wondering. Right. What's next? Shall I go back to my sheet? That's it. When Felix says sheet and I say sheet, it means two different things. Right.
Well, sheet is something you sleep in, isn't it?
Okay.
Or is it something that you take?
Catch these, Mr. Pete. In they come.
Oi.
Can you catch them all or not? Here we have another one.
God.
And another one. And I'll bring the other three in.
Oh God, that was.
Okay.
I just ate my pick.
These are a bit of a bargain. They're not all 89 quid or 99 quid now, are they, Mr. Felix? Surely not.
Or just all of them. One of them is down to 109, but 3 out of 4 is 89.
There's 6. Anyway, so this is TC Ampworx. These are the amp in a box kind of thing. So, if you're familiar with Strymon Iridium or the UAD, Ruby or Lion or whatever, or I don't know, what other products are similar to this.
Yeah.
It's an amp emulation.
In a box.
In a pedal. Yep, so you plug your guitar in, out the other side goes to your mixing console, your computer interface, live, headphones, whatever you want to do. And you can run pedals in the front like you would just do a normal amplifier. You can run pedals out the back if you want to. And it emulates a 2-channel version of an amp. So dual rec will be a dual rectifier, funnily enough. 5150 over here.
Jim's 800, I wonder what that is.
Who's Jim? I wonder.
Yeah. What's he been up to?
65 Deluxe Fender.
DC30, which is
AC30.
AC30, and then Jim's 45, which is
JTM.
Yeah.
45. These are all £89, are they? Or sorry, which one's at 89, Mr. Felix?
So the high gain series dual rec is 89.
Wow.
The JMS 800 is 89.
Wow.
The D550 is 89.
Wow.
The vintage series, so the Fender one is 109. And
That's a good man.
So they've all had some money off, but yeah 89 is a steal for these. These have all been demonstrated on the Andertons channel. We did 2 videos on these actually. The very, very first video, which contained the Combo Deluxe, the JTM 45 and the DC 30. TC actually released an update for these about 2 weeks after we put that video up.
Yeah.
So we did a follow-up video with the high gain ones and revisited these ones. So that's the one to watch if you're sort of going, I wonder if they're any good. But they are.
They are
89
great.
quid.
Yeah, for that money. Yeah.
It's crazy, isn't it?
It's crazy.
What's the biggest waste of spending £89 in your life? Like, what have you bought where you just went, it was £89 or thereabouts, and you think, what a waste of money?
Oh, lots of stuff. Every time you put fuel in your car, you're going, well, that's a waste of money.
Is it though? Because at least, I mean, it gets you somewhere.
Yeah, but it doesn't really though. It's like, you just literally pour stuff in. You don't get anything for it, really.
I've bought Christmas presents for my children that, barely get unwrapped before they never look at them again.
They're just like the box. So I have to just stop you there. There was somebody said that his wife is getting him some livestock for Christmas.
Livestock?
Yeah. Can you see if you can find that and scroll down? It went up. Can we scroll down? And he said, she's offering like 2 alpacas and something. What should I take? I was reading that. That's why I was not paying attention at all, because I wanted us to pick which livestock.
Yeah, no, can we do that? Can we just take a mini break for our Black Friday special, where whilst Felix is looking at it, I will remind viewers that have only joined us recently that almost 3,000 products on the Andertons website have been reduced in the Black Friday sale, some by an absolute fortune, like these Fender Roadworn Strats here that have come down to £799, which is ridiculous. And even
not with this trem on it though.
Exactly, that's you've updated that trem, haven't you?
Yeah.
Even if the item that you have had your eye on for the last few weeks hasn't gone into the Black Friday sale with a discount, everything on the Andertons website for Black Friday has triple loyalty points, which triples the value of the discount you get when you make your next purchase. Oh,
here we go.
okay, they're getting serious now. We're getting serious.
Lee, they want you to say alpaca.
Alpaca.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Unplaca.
Is one of my favourite American actors, along with Robert De Niro.
Peter anxiously waiting for the DPT. The DPT.
DPT, well,
Coming,
the
production.
English-made
Yeah, it's
DPTs
out.
are only available direct from Chapman.
Yeah, reverb.
It won't be till the new year that the more affordable versions.
But it should be like the end of the year, maybe next year, early next year, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Definitely not the end of this year.
No.
At best,
we are at
they
the end
will-
of this year
They
already.
will be on a boat over Christmas. I have to feel sorry, actually, for those DPTs. They'll be celebrating their very first Christmas on a container ship somewhere in the Indian Ocean, I expect.
It won't be the last.
Or in the Suez Canal.
Soon
Could be worse. So, sorry, what's happened here? Okay, these guitars are, okay, so you've got a 50s and a 60s Les Paul, both in Pelham blue. I have got the 50s, you can tell because the tuners are a bit more vintage.
And the knobs, the top hats.
Yeah,
Top hats.
the pickups, if I remember rightly, on the 60s are different to the 50s as well, slightly hotter on the 60s. And the neck is a little bit thinner on the 60s than the 50s. These, Pelham Blue was part of a new run of colours that Gibson did
This
this
is recently,
summer.
right?
Yep, they did this summer. So you won't find these everywhere. And these have been reduced from 2599 to 2199. So this is a slightly more discerning purchase. Maybe you want to use the credit facility that's on the Andertons website, which you can. But I love a Les Paul. If you're, I don't know, if you've somehow lived under a rock for your entire guitar playing career, never heard of Les Paul. He's an amazing guitar player from the 1950s.
That's his signature guitar.
Yes, developed by the Gibson Guitar Company in the 1950s. Gone on to be probably the most widely revered used signature guitar of all time.
You're gonna.
What? Oh, I like. A short jam.
Oh, we got to go again.
Oh, yeah. best one so far. Well done, sir. Thank you very much.
I'm going to sweat your hands there. Sorry about that.
Yes, so there we are. Les Pauls. We got any other Les Pauls reducing the sound, Mr. Felix, or is it just Pelham Blue?
Loads of Les Pauls. This is the best deal, but we've got loads of Gibson.
He says we've got loads of
Go
Gibsons,
onto the Andertons
but this is the
website,
best
type in
deal.
Les Paul. Les Paul. Type
Do
in Les
that.
Paul, absolutely.
Do
There's somebody
that.
saying.
I tell you
when-
what came in today and is all gone in a heartbeat. So we're not even going to get to do the video now. Is the Epiphone Greenie?
Oh really?
I know. So here's one for the the comments section here. Actually, no, I was going to be mean then.
Was it? No, I tell you what. It would be really nice if Kirk Hammett could. If he's got an Epiphone, a Gibson, and one of the custom shops, and maybe even the original one, come in, Kirk,
Yes.
come in, bring your wah pedal, and then bring the 4 guitars, and then we'll line them all up, and you tell us about them. Come on, come on. If anybody knows him out there.
Mad. That would be mad.
Yeah, but wouldn't that be cool to have all 4? I mean, if he doesn't want to come
He's
in.
going to literally, any minute now, there'd be like a $10 super chat thing coming in from Kirk.Hammett
£1
123 or whatever like that. I'm there. I'm coming in now.
All you can hear is this.
No, I agree. It's crazy, isn't it? So, is that the first ever Epiphone with a Gibson headstock?
I don't think so. No, because they did some once. They did. I was looking it up at some point. You remember we were trying to, and they did come up. There was Gibson. No, I know you don't remember anything. There was Gibson. They did in the past, way back. They did Epiphones with Gibson headstocks. So it's not the first one.
I thought it was.
No,
maybe
not.
it's the first one for a long time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think it is.
Right.
Somebody said here, when could we expect the Kernam Moho?
Expect the unexpected. I don't know. We got told that was coming in the summer. So
Yeah.
pass. We're as excited as you are. That's still on
Pete,
my
play
board.
some sugar
Not
riffs.
the Mojo. Mojo.
Moho.
Mojo.
Moho.
Homo.
M-O-H.
Shona?
No.
What? Moho.
Whoa.
Wow. Close. I didn't even mean to say that.
yeah.
So, Kernam. Right.
Wow.
Let's move on. Victory.
No, here.
Okay, what a transition.
Victory. I think I heard
Okay.
something about this recently. I think I did, but I'm not sure.
I don't like
Moho. I don't like reggae.
Right.
Sorry.
The
Holy
V4. The V4 valve preamp thing. These came out, I don't know, 3 years ago, something like that. I know what the concept was with these. They're basically a valve preamp that you know, but kind of with no speaker emulation on it. So the idea with these is that you either run it into some speaker emulation and then into your desk to get a valve recorded guitar sound, or there was this kind of clever way of hooking it up on the back using the 4-cable method into your amplifier. And there was this idea that, say you had an amp like a Fender Hot Rod Deluxe or I don't know, anything that was just a sort of either a single or a dual channel amplifier, but very much sort of, within a certain genre, like the Hot Rod Deluxes. You could put one of these V4s using the 4-cable method through the effects loop of your guitar amplifier, and then you could switch between whether you wanted to use the preamp on the amplifier or the preamp in the V4. So thus, essentially expanding your amp into a 3 or 4 channel amplifier. So yes, but these are now coming to the end of their life. So they are on a deal to be sold at $299 as opposed to $449 for an all valve made in England way of expanding your guitar amplifier. We've got 3 of them here. There are 4 in real life. There's one for the jack as well.
Yeah,
so
jack.
maybe you want to go crazy metal, maybe you want to go slightly more sort of classic rock British, maybe like an AC style, and the jack is what the name implies. It's a jack of all trades, does a bit of everything.
Yeah.
So that, ladies and gentlemen, is the V4. Behringer dual phase.
Yeah.
Is that here?
Yes.
This is a proper throwback, isn't it? Look at that, to the days when, you needed a pedal board the size of a door just to get like 3 pedals on. What do you like? Is there someone in there?
I can't. I'm still trying not to think about what was said. I'm just reading it.
Okay.
I'm just reading stuff there.
It's
You just
probably
keep
just
going.
as well I can't see the screen, isn't it? So, do you know what?
Yeah, I think so.
Have we ever actually plugged this in?
No.
We've never actually plugged this in.
Have we not?
Let's
let's
plug this
do it,
in.
man. Let's do it. Come on,
Let's plug
do
it in.
Let's plug it in.
I think half the reason this is in the sale is because
we
we've
haven't
never
plugged
actually
it in.
plugged it in and shown people how wonderful it is.
How dirty is my mind from 1 to 10? What do you think?
I say let's just plug it in.
Is
that have we got to literally go into A, out of A, back into B and out again?
No, I don't think so.
Are you sure? Because it's got like an A and a B.
Yeah, I think so.
Or do we just go in and out like that? Let's just try it. In.
Yeah.
Help us.
Here you go.
This is a live demo. We've actually sort of. This is roughly the same amount of research that we do before any demo.
I'll turn it the other
This way.
way.
Oh yeah. Otherwise, you guys on telly can't see it the right way up.
Telly? How old are you?
I am.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Oz, you're good at this sort of thing. This is a remake, isn't it, of a classic old phaser by someone else, isn't it?
Sure, no
He's
idea.
not sure. He's not sure.
No, let's just plug it in, man. This is,
Okay.
used for keyboards as well, right?
Obi-Wan, help me!
Help me, Obi-Wan.
Help me,
There's your
Obi-Wan! Quick!
Put some gain on it. I'm gonna try
Wow.
to.
Okay, so this, shall I just quickly do this? Was 169, now 99. Holy moly. Okay, so dual phase is an analog dual phaser, authentic creation of the classic phase shifter made popular in the 1970s. Phase shifters have been favoured by many great guitar players, from Eddie Van Halen to David Gilmour to Peter Honore, for their swirling soundscapes and trippy ring modulator-like effects.
Trippy ring?
There is also another video of this pedal on our website from Behringer, probably a better one than this one in fairness.
100%.
But, some of the specs here is authentic recreation of the popular biphase from the 1970s. And I almost read that as popular biphase as phasing bipopular. 12 opto couplers for highly intense and natural effects, 2 sweep generators, rate and shape controls, and a CV input for easy control with
I have
external...
to hold myself back so much in this
Crikey.
conversation.
When was the last time... Anyway, look. Do some Van Halen. Come on, Joe. Just play that really dim.
I'm rubbish at it, yeah, just put it on the
Post how
spot,
you
yeah.
play it
Hate
much
me.
better than Pete.
Hate me.
You disrespectful bunch.
I'll play it.
Right.
Going back out on tour with Girls Aloud. I don't think so. I haven't heard anything. But, they're going back on tour.
They are going back on tour.
I haven't had the cold, so probably not. But it'll be fun, though.
That would
That would be fun, wouldn't it? Come back out to the old...
Why wouldn't they? They're just going to mime the whole thing, aren't they? That's why they don't need you.
now, aren't I?
Well, you're no more old than they are.
No,
as
that's
in,
true, yeah.
They're
I'm exactly the same age as they are, yeah.
But however many years older
I
they are, you
was
are
back
that
then.
same...
Yeah, it'd be fun.
There you go. Who's the leader? Who's going to make the call? Is that Nadine?
Yeah, I'll
Nadine,
just
she's
message
in
her.
charge. You've messaged her.
I can do.
Do
Should
it
we do it
now.
right now?
Do it now. Message Nadine from Girls Aloud. Say, can I come back up and talk with you?
I'm sure there'll be a management and all that stuff. So
Right. more pedals? What should we do? Walrus?
Oh!
Okay. I suspect we haven't done we didn't do the best job of demonstrating the dual face.
I think it was
why
perfect.
It's £99 in the sale. In fairness.
Video on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think it's a good pedal for keyboards and stuff.
Maybe that's why we get Jack to do it.
Jag.
Mr. Jack, by the way, congratulations, Mr. Jack Duxbury. He is out on tour now for months.
He's going out with Girls Aloud as well, I've heard.
James Arthur, touring all over the world. Who knew? James is massive everywhere, especially in the Far East. He's got some gigantic thing going on out there. But yeah, so we won't see Jack for a little while. Will we?
Oh yes, you're right. Unplugged this.
So this is a limited edition version of the Eras, just in black, I think, isn't it? Is it just a different colour version, isn't it?
5 states.
Anyway, look, I'm guessing.
Why's there no sound?
Are we plugged in and out the wrong way?
Probably, yeah.
Probably.
Because it's the upside down version, isn't it?
So,
I remember the first time.
I remember the first time. You've just blown your chance of getting the Girls Aloud gig now. Can't risk it. Having a guitar player doesn't know how to play pedals.
The thing is, when you got the gig like that, you get somebody to plug in for you.
Yes, so if I remember rightly, this the regular version of the Eras had a graphic on the front of some sort. I think was it a ram or was that something else? A bull. That's right, it was a bull, wasn't it?
Yep, we've got it here.
And then this limited edition black one came out. Obviously, hasn't been as popular as the one with the bull on it, albeit that it's the same pedal inside. So now you can get this for £99. It was £199.
It's a good pedal, man. It's a good pedal.
Very, very gainy, isn't it?
But of course, it's completely.
I was about to say, it's not plugged in, is it? So... Of the underground.
It was tuned down. It was like an E flat or something.
Fair enough.
I remember having my shirt off, standing on one speaker on the side and playing. Ding.
That's it.
It's something like that, isn't it? Hang on, where are we going?
You want to go? But here you go.
Yeah.
Yes, man. Somebody find on YouTube a clip of Pete with his shirt off playing that track with
standing on one.
Girls Aloud. I've never seen that. I want to see it. Please post it.
It won't be out there
in the chat.
It's before.
I'll give £10 in the super chat section if we can find that. Oh, it feels to me like we've sort of, let's take a little bit of a break to interact with the lovely people who are viewing here.
But in the meantime, I think we need to get these in.
What has been chatted about, Mr. Felix? What is the general vibe? What do people want to hear? Political views? Any crisis in the world that we need to resolve? Global warming? We've got all the answers here. Pedals and guitars is just a sideline for us.
Those are good questions.
Go on then.
A while back, somebody asked for your opinion if they should get the JP200 or the Hotone Ampero 2.
It's not.
Personally, so the question was, should I buy a Valeton GP200 or a Hotone Ampero 2? And no doubt the GP200 has got way more switches on it. So the whole Ampero thing is quite cool if you want I don't even know what kind of category you'd call that, but there are these devices that have got tons and tons of effects in them, but only like a couple of switches or whatever. So quite good to use, perhaps within a MIDI pedal board or something like that. But as a standalone device, I really like the fact that you've got drums and looper and stuff in the Valeton, which is cool. They're probably not dissimilar in how the overall end sound is between the two, but just on features and ease of use and all that kind of stuff, I prefer the Valeton. Hope that helps.
Whatever he said.
Somebody was asking about what it was like to be at the Murphy Lab.
Oof, top secret.
Was, top secret.
Top
that was.
secret.
Yep.
The whole trip to America. When you asked that, I mean, we had an absolutely brilliant time. It was amazing to meet Jim DeCola and Matt Kayla and Tom Murphy. And yeah, I mean, it's
all of them. The Martin
we met,
crew,
you know,
and
same
Paul
at Martin,
Reed
same at Corey
Smith.
Smith. But so far, all we've released is the Gibson videos. I mean, the aging, the sort of the artificial aging, if you like, or the sort of the of a.
Oh, are we doing relicking?
Well, the argument
Careful,
will
I
rage
can
on
see
and
it
on and on. I did see, you know, I think people are quite stuck in their, you know, it's like relic guitars is a bit like politics, isn't it? I think, you know, so people are hyper opinionated.
Yeah. You won't buy a relic
sort
car.
of despite
Like, well,
and
some people do.
seemingly quite sort of fixed in their view. Like there's like almost like nothing you can say or do to make someone change their mind. But there was a sense, I think, in that when you hear Tom Murphy talk, and he talks about you have to separate the aging process from the distressing process.
Yeah.
And I think there was a little bit of a shift in perception throughout that video from people going, okay, maybe I get that bit. You know, I get the bit that aging the finish of a guitar or using a kind of finish that has a sort of a pre-aged element to it does change the overall sort of perhaps resonance, whatever you want to call it, feel of the guitar.
That's what Martin do with their torrefication of
Yeah.
wood. So they'll dry wood out till it's like wood that's been dried out for 100 years. They'll dry so the molecular structure of the wood is the same as it would be if it was 150 years old, for instance.
Yeah.
That's the different thing of something that looks distressed.
The distressing of it, even Tom said, I can't remember his exact words, but I don't like it. I can't remember if he said I don't like it, but it was like...
He's not a fan of relics, right?
Yeah, he was a bit like, the relicking is just an aesthetic. There's no upside to the way the guitar performs by just having it relicked. I would argue, and people who've got relics here, will have to sort of back me up on this one. I would argue that what a relict guitar does do is remove the fear of the first ding.
Yeah.
So you probably do approach how you play it a bit differently.
Yeah.
I mean, and again, there's loads and loads of comments that go, I want to age my own guitar. I want to buy the guitar and I want to put all the wear and everything in it and know it was all me. And I completely understand that sentiment, but you have to remember that these guitars are designed to be aged by like 30 years, 50 years, not like 2 years or however long you're going to play the guitar for and expect it to be like this. So it's all down to, look, it's
I don't have 50 years for that, that's for sure.
subjective. If you don't like it, you don't like it. It's completely fine. If you love it, you love it. That's completely fine as well. If you think it's a thing or you don't think it's a thing, that's completely fine. I can pretty much guarantee you, if you buy a brand new Les Paul today and you play it for 2 or 3 hours a week, it is not going to look like one of these.
Ever.
Yeah, ever.
I don't think so. If you play
It's
3 hours a week.
Not in your lifetime.
No.
So anyway.
But I do understand the thing you're saying about having, buying a beautiful PRS and then taking it out and getting your dings in it. I get that. That's why I like the relic, as you say, because it's just, I don't care if this gets a ding in it. And also there's a vibe to it. There's a vibe. I'm looking down. Yeah, that look cool, man.
Yeah. For me, I think when I've had a new guitar, there's a certain sense of relief when the first ding goes in it, because it's just like, oh, done it now.
But not first. It's like,
well, exactly. Yeah.
Then...
So the first one is like you're angry, but yeah, there's a simultaneous relief of just like, oh well, at least I can just not care anymore now. Mr. Felix, is there any other questions, or should we just crack on?
Oh, there's one there.
Oh, look, yeah, there's a super chat.
Yeah, let's
thing.
see. Short.
I can't even read that.
It says,
even when
can
I
any guitar
squint."
purchase from Andertons be plecked at any additional cost? You guys haven't really talked much about the pleck service that you offer. Many thanks.
That's true. Shall I blame Taylor right now? Because we filmed that video weeks ago and he just can't be bothered to edit it.
Oh,
and show you
wow.
what it's like. No, we do. We've had a pleck machine since the summer. We've got 3 technicians now trained on using it. You're completely right. We haven't promoted it. It's a bit of an interesting one.
Yeah.
I've had 2 of my guitars plecked since we've had the machine, and my Les Paul played dramatically better after I plecked it, or after we plecked it. I know some retailers offer a pleck service for a brand new guitar. Some of the guitars have been plecked by the manufacturer, so there's why would you pleck it again? And we asked Jim Dakota this when we were at Gibson. And in fairness, I've seen the same question asked direct to pleck. And there isn't, by the sounds of things, there doesn't appear to be much point in plecking a brand new guitar that's already been plecked, unless you as a player have some dramatically different setup or string gauge or whatever that you might want relative to what the manufacturer's going to ship it with. Any guitar that's never been plecked, or a guitar that's maybe 4 or 5 years old and has perhaps had a little bit of fret wear, had a little bit of a, climate-related sort of change in the way the neck sits and all that kind of stuff, I think is worth getting plecked. I actually thought Jim DeCola was the more we've had the pleck and the more I've talked to people about it, the more I think some of the myth around plecking has been dispelled. It's not a magic machine that you just put a guitar into and out the other end comes this incredibly well set up guitar. It's a tool for a technician to use to achieve a consistent level of setup and fret dress that would be pretty impossible for the human eye to do consistently. Like if you asked a really great technician to do 5 fret dresses in a day, I just don't believe it would be possible for that technician to consistently achieve what the pleck will achieve every single time.
Yeah.
So,
but then, you can't get some technicians that you take your guitars to because he sets it up the way you like it. So, I mean, and you might find that with the pleck machine, that you give it to a pleck machine every time, it's exactly the same thing.
And all of the technicians that have been trained at Andertons to do pleck setups are really great technicians in their own right. So we're just giving them a tool to help them do something even better.
There's still lots of hands-on and in and out. And there's lots of, it doesn't take 2 minutes.
I was surprised. I think, well, again, I can't remember what we've certainly shot a video of guitars being plecked at Andertons, and the guitars are in and out of the pleck machine 4 or 5 times. Adjust this, because pleck machine can't adjust neck relief. That's down to the operator to do. The pleck machine is guiding the operator where the optimum relief is, and then anyway.
It's a long process.
Crikey, that was a long, boring answer.
It was. For somebody to say yes.
Yes, I should have just said yes. Get your guitar plecked. It is certainly decent. Yeah, but maybe is it worth getting new ones plecked? Maybe not. Depends on the guitar.
If you want to, you can do anything you want.
This is true.
There's nothing
relics and plecks. We sell it all here. It's just like. What's next, Mr. Felix? Anything else? What was the super chat question, or was that it?
That was it.
That was it, was it?
Yeah.
Okay, right. So we are now on page 2 talking about custom shop models. Okay, this bit now, if you are, if you're a shopping low to high kind of guy, you can go and make a cup of tea now. We're talking about this is where the high to low shopping section is, because we're going Fender custom shop models. Got up to £1,500 off of, is it any one of these particular ones, Felix? We've got £1,400 off of selected custom shop Murphy Lab guitars, and crikey, and over £3,000 off of selected Lowden guitars. So could we? What is this particular offer, Mr. Felix?
Let me have a look.
He's looking, or any of these, in fact.
I found that one.
Yeah.
It's a bit hard, but that looks to be actually 1,800 off. $299.
1,800
No.
off.
No.
How much is this?
1,800. No,
Oh!
£2,999.
What?
1,800 off.
No.
If I'm
So the-
looking, if this
That's
is
$3
a
grand now.
Shop 52 Telecaster.
Well, it is the 52 telly in, is it Teos turquoise, this
Turquoise,
colour, isn't
yeah.
it? With
Turquoise.
the gold.
There we go.
With the twisted telly and an all
Now,
stuff.
surely
Holy
not. This is one of the most popular custom shop colours that we make. Exactly. Who do we know?
I mean, this guitar is wonderful. Wow,
Come on, YouTube.
man.
Name a guitar player that's famous for using a 60s Strat in black with gold hardware and white pearl tuners. How much is that
is
one
that?
then, Mr. Felix? The black 61 Strat, I think it is, that we can't refer to as.
What is it?
That was Michael
it?
Jackson.
Yeah, I know that, but wasn't it? Didn't John Mayer play that? Yeah, he played at Michael Jackson's funeral, didn't he? I did.
Dark. The one with bubbles on the drums.
Yeah. Oh man, you're so awful. Bob Blaze, that's his stage name. It's Bob Blaze. It's Michael Bob
If you
Blaze.
can't laugh, what can you do?
Absolutely. But that's this little trick here.
That's actually how he played it at Michael Jackson's funeral. Can you imagine?
He's trying
Literally.
to get.
No, I'd love to see that. What do you call it?
It's there we go,
Even
man.
Michael Jackson left. He's like,
He's just like that.
You
You just see the coffin going. He wasn't even in the coffin, was he? This wasn't that bad.
He's
I'm
on an
gonna
island
get
somewhere
hammered
with
now.
Elvis
Yeah,
Presley, isn't he?
Yeah. That wasn't that bad. Was it? Was it that bad?
Oof.
Was it that bad?
No, it was very good. It was very good.
Oh, F you guys.
It was much better than I could have achieved. Have we found the price yet?
Yes.
How much?
3,999 instead of 5,499.
It's still a good price. I mean,
I'm
it's
surprised.
expensive,
Honestly,
but
for about 3 or 4 years,
this
these
was
these would come in and be gone 2 minutes later. So that's
Yeah.
it. Maybe that's it. Maybe everyone's just gone. I've forgotten that John Mayer.
Now-
used to
now
play
everybody's
Strats.
buying,
They're all
Silver
playing,
Skies now.
Relic Silver Skies, aren't they? Yeah.
I mean, this is a great guitar, man. I mean, just listen to the tone. Incredible. It's incredible. Great, man. I love this guitar.
Get a
So
loop
good.
going, and you do a bit on that guitar and a bit on the Firebird, and I'll do a bit on this guitar and a bit on the
On
Les
the
Paul.
Firebird.
Have we got something pre-prepared?
Oh man, I don't know.
Like
I've got.
Blue Peter style.
Well, you mean like this one? What was the one we did earlier?
Oh,
Can't-
that one.
Can't use that one.
No, absolutely not. That sounded good.
Oh no.
A different camera angle, that could have been something else, couldn't it?
Oh, could it?
Oh, look, we spoke about Murphy Labs. I mean, would you know, Mr. P, would you know? I mean, obviously, they're not trying to fake these, you know, it's obviously labelled as Murphy Lab, but you're like, would you know? I mean, it just feels like Bernie Marsden's old beast, you know, rest in peace, Bernie. It just feels
which we
great.
played, you know.
So anyway, this must be some sort of heavy aged 58 or 59, something like that. I'm going 58, I reckon, in Lemon Burst. Oh, here's an interesting little nugget of information from the Gibson Custom Shop, if you've not seen it. I often see these historic Les Pauls, and I sometimes think that the book matching looks odd, like it's not book matched, the two tops. And that is actually a nod to historically how they used to cut the maple for the tops. So you imagine obviously a block of maple, and you would cut nowadays on a book match guitar, they would butterfly do it. So they'd cut it in half, let it fold open like that, and that would be your two pieces of wood for the top. In the old days, you used to cut it and then put them like that. Which is why you often see these slightly different book match. So, you know, some people go, I don't like that. Some people go, I think it's cool. But what it absolutely is trademark to Mark Agnesi here, authentic. So how much is this, Mr. Felix?
So this one is £1,000 off. So
£1,000 off?
$999 from $7,999.
So it was £8,000, now $7,000? No, it's still not cheap at all. That's what I'm saying. You're shopping high to low in this section, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And the red Firebird?
This one, same now, is just under $7,000 and used to be $8,399, so you're saving £1,400.
I mean, that is a lot of money, but it's a great guitar.
Who's your favourite Firebird player, internet?
Johnny Winter.
Johnny Winter.
Name another Firebird player.
Edgar Winter. Well, didn't one of the Kings play a bit of Firebird as well? Wasn't it one of the Kings?
Definitely not BB.
No, but like
Freddie.
Like Freddie. He played a 3-5, but didn't he play?
Exactly. Right, okay, anyway, we're moving on. I imagine, you know, just the law of percentages would suggest that, you know, 15 or 20% off of a really expensive guitar is going to be a lot of money. So I imagine there are some big old savings to be made.
You can head over to the website.
Yes, please do.
And
please
go on
do.
There's a little banner, isn't there, that says Black Friday?
I'm feeling like we've got about half an hour left. I'm feeling that.
Yeah.
Maybe
I mean, it's,
40 minutes tops. So we're going to rattle through a bit. Right, can I give these back to you, Mr. Oz, if you're still with us?
You might need a guitar to play with those, so pick two out.
What?
Oh,
we haven't. Do the loud one whilst Oz is clearing these out and getting...
Give me some electrics.
We have indeed. We've got some. We could have some D'Angelico guitars here, and then you know, sort of do the rest of these things.
Well, let's do these, man.
That's are we both doing this?
Yeah, there's one for you and one
these
for me.
Are so expensive, aren't they?
Look at this
guitars?
thing here.
Oh. See, doesn't matter how expensive they are. If they're not in tune, they're still not in tune.
No, and that's why that's why everybody should put this on one of these.
Absolutely. Quick.
Here you go. How do you tune a guitar like this?
This is the bit that we keep saying now. If we put back to back all of the tuning videos from videos we've done in the last 10 years, honestly, there'll be young children haven't been as live for as long as Pete and I have spent tuning guitars since YouTube started.
I've missed many birthdays and family dinners.
Just tuning?
Just tuning guitars. When are you coming home? I'm coming home 2 hours later because I'm tuning guitars.
See, we all mocked Gibson's robot tuners, but I still think they're onto something.
I tell you what, man, if they could make it the same size as normal tuners, right, here's the thing, if they make it the same size as these tuners, and when you hang them up, it would be wirelessly charged, and you had an app on your phone, or a little thing here that we just went click, and that was it, or you say, hey Siri, and careful, you know, and then it'll just, can you do an open G tuning for me, an open
Has
D,
World War
guy.
III started, by the way? Because you said to me earlier that Alexa says that today at 6 o'clock is when it's so. Obviously, we've been on the internet, so we don't know. Could somebody just check quickly on BBC News app?
No.
Has World War III started whilst we've been on the telly?
I don't think so. But I think there is some ceasefire, which is great. No, we're not going to go there, but that is an amazing thing.
Yes, we haven't gone there,
no.
But it's amazing.
But that is amazing if that could happen.
Right.
So. Oh no!
There we are. Stop World War III now, just to stop me playing that.
No, started. Yeah.
That's what I meant.
To the. That's it. You know, the house just gets.
That's it. Putin's watching. We just played the first chord. He's launched it because he can't handle it.
I mean, listen to this. It's just a cannon, isn't it?
Big guitar.
You say cannon.
Lowden,
Cannon.
obviously. George Lowden, again, one of the most respected acoustic guitar makers in the world, based in Northern Ireland. Again, makes guitars for tons and tons of famous people. I mean, who's the... Obviously Ed Sheeran being you know, probably the most popular of those people, but you know, John Gom for many years played Lowden. Amazing guitars. Oh yeah, mind yourself there.
You're right, Pinocchio. How's the
All right. I
strings?
think Felix Bladder's just given out basically. I'm kind of amazed. I'm actually amazed that neither of ours have.
Absolutely.
It's like, you know.
But we got gig bladder, haven't we? So. What is
Let's
that
just
song?
play different things.
829.
We really should play something. I feel like we're drifting.
Yeah,
Come
we
on,
are, yeah.
Pete, bring it back together.
Yeah.
Professional, girls allowed. Let's do it. You're not in tune.
It's not my fault, man. They should be tuned when I get it, you know.
Exactly.
When
I blame
it was in
Oz
tune when I bought
with
it.
his-
I don't blame Oz.
Don't
I
you?
blame I blame the guy who made the guitar. He should have tuned it when he shipped it, put it in the box, and I had to take it out of the box.
Fine.
On the wall, down to the wall. It should be in tune all the way through.
Every day.
I'm not kidding here. I'm kidding.
What are we playing?
That's what you want to play, isn't it? Today is gonna be the day that I'm gonna throw it back
Where are we
to
going?
you.
E, me, mine?
No, that's it.
Oh, just that.
Sweet home.
Oh! Oh no! Wow, that's it. Did you know he wrote that on a Lowden acoustic?
Yeah.
Come on, Oz, take these away. Let's get
That's a
back
nice guitar,
into. They
That's
are
a
beautiful.
beautiful
they
guitar.
are beautiful guitars. There's like a bucket list.
I could play that
purchase,
all day
isn't it?
long if it was in tune.
If it was in tune, absolutely.
Where's my roadie?
Let's smash through a couple of these more pedal offers.
Yeah.
Right. If you enjoy listening to Pete play and you're just going, I wish I could make my gear sound the same as Pete. The secret ingredient, it's not pedals, it's not amplifiers, it's not practice, it's not guitar, it's not anything. It's the Monty's DP51 pickup set.
Yeah, it is. Absolutely.
That's all you need. And if you go over to the
yes,
Andertons
that's
website
true.
now, search for Monty's DP51 pickup set.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's no good if you own anything other than a
Telecaster.
Telecaster.
No. There'll be
Then
on
there's £50 off.
£50 off. That's a
which is
great
which
deal.
is like 25% off, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It's a big old discount.
Yeah, and
So
they're
there
good
we are.
pickups
They are good
if you're looking
pickups.
to an upgrade.
Yeah,
They're the ones
absolutely.
I've got in my purple Telecaster. They're the ones that got
Yeah.
this in the DP50, the DP.
I forget now. Remind me
UK built
again
one.
why the Squire offer has been highlighted on this spreadsheet. Is that because I'm supposed to talk about it or I'm not supposed to talk about it?
Don't look at me.
I can't lip read, Tay.
Can't it?
Oh, it's not the greatest deal. Says it's £100 off.
That's
quite a lot.
That's
on
great.
Squire.
That's not a good deal. That's an amazing deal. Wow. This is live,
Fair
ladies and
enough. You
gentlemen.
choose. I mean, for me, £100 off a Squire guitar. This is what's happened now. You know, with all the inflationary pay rises we're giving all the staff at Andertons, it's like £100 off. It's not a lot of money, is it? Like that, spend that.
Yeah, they just make so much
it's
money.
just-
Like,
it's
what's 100 quid
I'm like,
between
wow,
friends?
I'm literally sitting here, Mr. Pete and I remember rationing after the Second World War.
Absolutely,
It's like,
man.
You know,
The coffee rations, it was so bad. It was
£100
awful.
off. Used to take
£100
me
off.
weeks to earn £100.
Yeah, just dropped £100 on the floor. Oh, it doesn't matter. I
Anyway.
can't be bothered to
Can't
bend
even be
over
bothered
and
to bend
pick it
over and
up.
pick it up.
I can't be asked,
The
man.
youth of today, it's disgusting. Right. So there we are. Squire guitars, not a great deal, just £100 off. What can I say? Now we're
I
going
dropped
into
200 quid. I can't be asked to pick it up, man. Do you pick it up? No, I can't be asked to pick it up either.
Let's get some more pedals. These, you know,
Holy smokes, man. The youth of today.
Right.
The youth.
Here's another pedal that I feel has passed us by and we've missed.
Not this one.
No, not this one. This one, Suhr, the Suhr Discovery.
No, we did that, didn't we?
I don't
In a
think
pedal-
we did.
pedal-
Do you recognise
Don't hold it so
that?
close to me. I can't watch
Do you
it.
recognise that?
Yes, I do.
I don't
But
remember
maybe it's
doing
because I
that
tried it
at
another
all.
time.
I don't remember doing this. So, again, perhaps that's the reason why it's in the sale, because Pete and I haven't sprinkled our magic YouTube dust on it.
Oh, it's a delay pedal.
Yes, Pete. It is a Discovery analog delay pedal.
Don't laugh at me,
Crikey
man.
O'Reilly. Now, again, for you and I, Pete, the
want to plug it
discount
in?
on this is enormous. Felix, not so sure. It was $749. That's a lot.
$749 for this pedal.
Sir,
Surely?
what are you doing?
Really? That's a lot of money.
$749, but it is now $549 in the sale.
Oh, it's still expensive though.
It is still crazy expensive.
I mean,
isn't it?
not that I don't. I can't.
But I mean, Suhr stuff is like that's what they do, right? Isn't it? It's just like Stella Artois, reassuringly expensive, and you get in a fight after you drink too much of it. It's like
Speak for yourself. I just get in fights, even though
this
I'm not.
is true. Come on, I haven't heard this actually, so why don't we just see?
I'm gonna plug it straight into
You like
a
Eric
noise.
Johnson? You are. You like the sound of the voltage cable when it's plugged in?
Yeah,
the
I had
other
to
way
take
around,
the
don't
other
you?
cable.
Suhr. Come on, right? Let's hear this now.
I mean, there's no overdrive
I haven't got
on
a
this one,
manual. So what have you got on there? You got tons of low cut, high cut, boot cut, and crew cut. Speed,
Oh my
depth,
god, it's just going so
regen,
wrong.
mix,
Oh.
and time. Oh, I like. Doesn't sound. Hang on, is that a? Where's that? That can't be right. That can't be right. What have we plugged in wrong here? Help! Whose idea was it to do a live?
What does it say? Does it say 18 volts?
On
That-
black.
that'll
Oh,
be
that'd
what it
be
is.
why. Yes,
Yeah, we
you're
need
right.
the other power supply. It's right over there.
We
Can
need
you
more
grab that?
power, Captain.
Yes, you grab it, you grab
the
it, you
engines
grab it.
can't take it. That's the lithium crystals are about to go. We need more power, Captain.
Holy shit! What's wrong with you,
I think
man?
my Scottish accent there. Which
The big one is on the top there, right underneath
big one.
yeah.
That's it, Oz.
This is the thing. My
Literally, look at
brain, I
that.
know where everything is in this place. It's a really terrible thing to have.
You okay there?
Yeah.
Oh my God! It's like SAS. Look at that.
So that's 18 now. I would
Oz just
assume,
got his
yeah.
really expensive trousers dirty. The ones he probably cost him £200 from. This is what he pays for stuff nowadays. He's not
Yeah.
bothered, is he?
Yeah.
£6.
He didn't even pick them up.
£6.
There you go. That's it. See,
Now,
this is
come
just
on.
such a
Where's?
cluster.
Give me a stab. There it is.
All right, that's nice.
I don't know. Why is what makes a
You obviously
you
got
know what
lots of.
though? I'm gonna just nobody bats an eyelid at spending. Modulation.
Modulation. Honestly,
It
you
sounds
guys.
great.
What we need.
Take this to the next level of professionalism. We need in ear so that we can, then Taylor and Oz can just talk to us without having to go, Pete, Pete, Pete.
Lee, you're being boring.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, it's presets. Sounds
I think
good,
it sounds
man. I mean, I
fantastic.
would love to spend more time with that and then just going. This is the Steve Vai of scenario
Well,
of pedals right now. You just go here, play it. Whoa!
It's you're talking about Joe Satriani.
Joe Satriani,
Steve
yeah.
Vai, but
Jeez.
it could have been Steve Vai. MIDI in, out, and through. Tap tempo, expression pedal.
Yeah, it's glorious. Sounds
Lots
great.
of different divisions. Premier League, first, second, third. Low cuts, high cuts, as I said before. I mean, it does sound good to me.
Yeah.
Why it's 549, I don't know, but it's better than being 749, right?
It's much better.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the
There was
amount of
another
money.
one, wasn't there?
That's the amount of money they
What
don't
was
want
the
to pick
other
up
one?
when they
Oh,
drop
this one.
Boss EVH today.
Oh,
yeah.
speaking of
We've
Joe
done the video,
Satriani
yeah.
and Eddie Van Halen and all those other things, let's not try and do that.
No, let's not do that.
Pete Thorne did an amazing
Yes,
video
absolutely.
of this pedal. Absolutely amazing pedal of this video. It's the SDE 3000 EVH version is the same as the non-EVH version, except I think this is the one you have to have if you want to do Eddie's actual 3-amp wet, dry, wet kind of setup with this. And it had some secret sauce Van Halen approved patches
And it's got
in it
three
from memory.
outputs because he used to do it into 3 amps, isn't it?
That's literally what I just said.
Did you?
Literally just said that, yeah.
I'm
That's
reading all of
okay.
that stuff. I'm never paying attention to. Now you know how I feel.
Touche.
Now you know how we all feel.
Exactly. Whilst watching the Gibson videos, whilst I'm obviously not paying attention the whole time Jimmy
I
was
wasn't.
talking
Yeah,
to me.
I didn't pay. I didn't
Well,
even
I didn't know
see
where I
that
was.
because I didn't pay attention to you. I was just running around like
Yeah, I know.
sniffing the glue.
There
You
you
see
go.
me, and there's one point where I come around the corner and just go in all the nitro, and then I just disappear into the. Yeah.
I'd work in a guitar factory for nothing.
Yeah, I'll just
for that.
sniff the nitro.
Absolutely, absolutely.
What are you doing, Pete? Just standing in the corner.
So sorry, okay, what is this? This was £539, £399. It says here, save £140 on Eddie's signature delay.
£140.
Save,
I wouldn't even
not
pick that up
buy.
if I dropped it.
Yeah, absolutely. You're never living that down, any of you lot.
No.
Right, okay. There's not long to go now in terms of deals. What's been your favourite thing? Anybody got any questions about any of the other offers that might be on the Andertons website? Maybe just want some advice on life from Auntie Peter over here.
Don't get a life advice from me,
ready.
man.
He's ready.
I can tell you what not to do. That's for sure.
What about a guitar lesson? Anybody want to ask a question
Why
about
you
something?
You just put me on the spot then.
Well, only because there's not much else to talk about. I'm killing time while Oz gets the next, chunk of guitars.
Somebody's
up.
saying, what kind of, do we sell the chairs we're sitting on? But it's like, no,
Well,
we don't really.
you know what?
They're from...
For many years, we used these Tama drum stools that were really expensive.
that's pretty light,
like
that,
drum
isn't it?
thrones, I don't know, like £250 or something like that. And we did
and the
sell
rest.
those. But every so often, I tell you what it was, it's the buttons on the end of
couldn't
guitars, the
tighten them
strap
up, yeah.
buttons. If you put it on the stool, it used to split the
Yeah.
vinyl that was on the stool. So we'd forever have rubbishy looking
Forever blown
stools.
bubbles.
Anyway, so I just looked on the internet one day for stools and found these at a shop that I can't
we
remember,
go.
so it's completely useless. But I do remember they were about £100 each. So they weren't expensive, and they've lasted well, haven't they? You know what
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like the best? I like the hydraulic thing.
Yes,
oh,
but-
is that broken? Oh no, here you go, look, see? I could sit up here, or I can go like this.
But it does this.
Don't do that. Have you ever seen that video where the hydraulic thing explodes? while
That was
the-
me in that video. I've got that chair at home.
Video. Burns. One day, I'll tell you something new and exciting about Burns.
Can I just tell you one thing before you start going on about all your rants about all the burns and everything? This headstock here, right? It's
not big enough. It's not big enough.
No, it looks like
A horse.
no.
Looks like a horse's mouth.
No,
So hold it down
You
there
know
and
the
go,
film. You know the film. American Werewolf in London or whatever.
Yes.
It is. When he changes into the,
On the hand.
it's his hand, but it goes long. Look at that. It's like,
Well, yes,
tell you, that's what it is,
mean,
look.
If you want to put 12 machine heads on a headstock,
On a wolf's
it
hand.
needs to be pretty big.
but I mean, honestly, this is like there could be 24 one here, right? Look, it could be 24 in here. It could be a 24-string guitar. Have you ever seen a 24-string guitar?
No.
No, you better make one with Burns. Then.
Sorry, I just drifted off there for a second.
Sorry,
whilst I was
sorry, I
thinking,
wasn't
what shall
listening.
I tell you about Burns guitars?
Okay, you tell something. In 20 minutes, I tune this guitar.
As many of you know, I've been working with some other people trying to revive and relaunch the whole Burns thing for about 3 years now. We're getting pretty close.
I thought it was about 13.
Yeah, we're certainly. I've seen some pictures of some guitars that have been made
look
with all
wicked.
new design tremolo systems and all sorts of exciting things. So the concept to try to really, really bring back some more authentic stuff. Anyway, just to sort of, keep the lights on at Burns, we've basically just done a few runs of the designs that we inherited when we got involved with Burns, and that's what these are. So they're nothing new. They're older Burns designs, and they're in the sale, right, Mr.
I'm not
Felix?
listening.
He's not listening
at all.
Says here, save up to £119 off of Burns. Burns.
Mr. Burns.
Mr. Burns. Chinese Burns. What other kind of Burns are good?
Oh man, I remember those things. They really hurt, didn't they?
Degree Burns. It's not good. Right.
Ouchie.
Oof. Who's your favourite Burns 66 player, Mr. Pete? Elvis Presley.
Elvis Presley.
Exactly.
Yeah.
John Dwyer.
Who?
John Dwyer.
I tell you who was playing one the other day, or at least over the summer, was
Elvis Presley.
And I'll remember his name in a minute because Troy
Van Leeuwen.
Leeuwen.
Yeah.
Yes, he was playing one. No! Oh my God, that's it! The whole live stream's been taken down now.
It's
and
here.
that's it. Don't pull the volume down. That's it.
That's it. We're cancelled.
The Eagles have just claimed 10% of the proceeds of the Andertons Black Friday sale.
There's a lot of tone in that. That sounds great,
Jam
man.
or just...
I can't jam on this guitar.
Oh, you
man.
can't. Okay. This, I believe, is called a Marquee, loosely based on the Marvin. Burns is probably most famous endorsee of the day.
Starving Marvin.
Do you know what I will tell you? So obviously the original Marvin had this incredible thing called a Resomatic trem system on it. Great big plate with tubes and springs and all sorts of interesting things. And these sort of affordable versions of the Marvin just basically have a Strat trem on it, a slightly modified Strat trem really. And yes, us at Burns have had a lot of fun and spent a lot of money and time trying to work out how we can redesign the Resomatic trem system.
It's very complicated.
But in a way that if you're familiar with the original Resomatic, where the trem arm goes in, A, it's a complete nightmare to restring. B, it's not the most stable tuning, and C, the tremolo arm is literally bolted on with like washers and nuts and everything, and you just do that and it all falls apart. So we've been working with a team of people. I don't know if I can tell you who he is, but he's very, very famous in the hardware world to try and redesign that trem so it looks right, sounds right.
Bob the Builder.
Exactly, Bob the Builder. And then we've been all that kind of stuff. We've been doing the same with the pickups, trying to work out how to do air coils and ultrasonics and all that kind of stuff, and working with people to do that. We've been trying to get the scroll headstock right, get the spray jobs right, and the burst on the necks right, and everything like that. It's taken us a long time.
It's a classic guitar, man.
Find the right Trafalite pick guards, found the original Italian manufacturer of the acetate pick guard that is the most amazing tortoiseshell copy kind of stuff. So when they do come out, which hopefully will be sometime next year, they should be about the most authentic Burnsy things that you've ever seen. And hopefully Jim Burns will be proud.
Yeah.
But
it's not Montgomery. I thought it was Montgomery.
It's not Montgomery Burns. No, he didn't design Burns guitars. But these aren't those. These, as I said, are just hyper affordable. How much are these, Mr. Felix? How much?
$259, and the 12 string is $249.
$249. Oh, see, that's actually not a 66, is it? Isn't that the 12-string jazz?
Yes.
Yeah. So
a jazz guitar, a 12-string jazz guitar.
Don't know why it was called the jazz, but you got Trisonic pickups, which were the ones, and again, nothing to do with Brian May on a 12-string, but that his Red Special, when he originally made that, he put a set of Burns Trisonics in it.
Great pickups.
Kind of famous, yep.
Yeah.
12-string for $249. That's mad, isn't it?
Yeah,
Weird
mad.
kind of offset.
That's it, really, isn't it? Zero fret heads.
There's like about 1% of guitar players are absolute mahoosive Burns nuts. And they'll be going crazy in the comments section now. The rest of you just want us to move on, I imagine, don't you? So.
Oh, Rabeer's on. Rabeer Massage says, love you, bro. 1, 2.
And all night. What even
No,
is
not
my
that.
lick?
Square reverb. Is that you're playing an A?
A. In the day.
It's late in the evening.
Right, come on, let's rattle through these. We've got some. What?
Oh, the
Hello?
D'Angelico.
What? Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
Hello.
Hello. Is
It's
this the only
D'Angelico.
D'Angelico we've
looking
got left,
for.
or have we got other colours? D'Angelico, another uber famous builder from many moons ago. Did he start in the 50s or earlier? But it was based out of New York.
Earlier than that, I think.
Making jazz guitars predominantly. Amazing. You know, all the Art Deco elements of the headstock and the shapes of the pick guard and things like that. Love all that kind of stuff. Anyway, a few years back, D'Angelico was purchased, and has been revived by a successful guy out in the States. And this is called a
DC.
Premier Mini DC for double cut. Oh, you are joking, aren't you?
These are great guitars, man.
All right.
Am I joking? I always joke. you know
Okay.
that.
How much? No one's allowed to look. Post now. How much?
How
Come
much
on.
do you think this guitar
How much
is now?
do you think that guitar is in a sale? And are there any other colours, Felix? Don't say the price. Just are there any other colours?
Price?
Yes.
For this model, no.
Just this
Just
one
the
colour.
rest.
Okay. How much do you think then, Pete? Oh, you can't even say it. Have they commented yet? We'll see. The comments will start coming through.
Let me
right?
do a bit of tones. I'm saying.
Okay,
And
and
they're
then
saying,
guess.
how do you like the headstock? Somebody asking for how do you like the
do
headstock?
you
You're
like
horrible. Your
headstock in the
headstock's in the morning.
That's the
Right.
chord. Play that chord more.
What chord? It's that Eric Krasno kind of.
Who's the band that you've been listening to? Krasno. Kras, by the way, he's another D'Angelico artist.
Yeah.
But who's the dude? Mayor
Mayor
something?
Hawthorne.
Mayor Hawthorne.
Oh man, Mayor Hawthorne.
He's
Oof.
massively into
I'm-
Mayor. If you're
at the
listening,
moment.
is Mayor Hawthorne two people or one person?
No, it's just him.
So that's his name,
Yeah,
Mayor Hawthorne.
Mayor Hawthorne.
Was
His
it- and
first
he was
name is
named
Mayor.
after, like Tyson Fury, right? Named after Mike Tyson. So Mayor Hawthorne's named after John Mayer, right? I'm guessing.
I
Maybe.
would think so. Yeah.
Probably
I
not.
did it, absolutely.
I just say, ladies and gentlemen, what you have just witnessed is that's what he does the best, better than anyone else I know.
Thank you.
It just literally, sometimes it just flops out. You know, like an old man at a swimming bath.
You know, he puts his leg up to tie his shoe there, and then bang.
Exactly that. But the talent sometimes it's just like, look at that. We've been doing this piece been here since like 8 o'clock this morning. A long old day, and just anyway. So there's the question.
Because it hangs out all the time.
Did you guess how much this guitar was?
I completely forgot we were talking about it.
£349.
Really?
Down from
insane.
It's half price. It's $799 is its list price, and it's $349.
I love these guitars, man. I really, really like these guitars. And there's some of them where they got splits and all sorts of stuff in it. These are Duncan designs. I think they're not exactly Seymour Duncan, but I don't know what it is. And it's just super simple, 3-way selector, and it's just such a nice little guitar, and the color's great, and it just sounds good, easy to play.
Were there, did you say, Felix, that there are other D'Angelico guitars in and around that sort of £400 mark that are similar but different colors and stuff, or?
That low, that's the only one, but if not, we have the full fat Premier DC. So this is the one with the regular kind of ES body style. That's down to $599.
Okay, so that's not too bad, is it? But so this is the deal. That's the steal of the deal of the day.
I mean, this is a good guitar, man.
Okay.
So many good licks you can burn this.
We're nearly done, ladies and gentlemen, which I don't know if you're feeling like my bladder, but you'll be glad when this is over. Right, this is the
I'm going to save that loop.
I think you should. This is the TC Plethora 5. This is actually our studio one, because we did use this for a while, didn't we?
Yeah.
Plethora 5 is a multi-effects unit from TC. That has been reduced from $549 to $399. It's an interesting pedal, this one. It contains all of the tone print pedals that TC make, including now, I think, in the latest update, the Polytune
and the Looper.
But it doesn't have any drive sounds in it. And the idea is you've got an effects loop in here that you can assign to one of these pedals, or you can just have it in addition to these pedals. So you could have your favorite drive pedal or a couple of drive pedals through the effects loop, maybe trigger them with one of these. You can set all your own patches up, have combinations of pedals, or just use it like a pedal board. Very, very easy to use. All the TC tone print pedals in there. Great for someone that's perhaps trying to do a hybrid board of like a little bit of digital, some analog pedals in there. So that's cool.
What's the price?
$399.
That's a good price. You know what? I saw those NUX boards. You know, it's like a layered board. So you can have that one on the top, and then your drives underneath, and then I mean that's a good idea.
Yep.
I liked it.
We're so nearly there, ladies and gentlemen. There are two more.
You've got two other pages there.
Please tell me no. I sort of feel like we should have. Maybe we can end on a high here, because these last two deals are somewhat underwhelming, even if I'm not supposed to say that. Catlin bred pedals, you can do the whole 15% off, just like the JHS thing.
Yeah, great.
Did Keeley do the same this year or not? Normally all the big American pedal manufacturers do like a Black Friday, Thanksgiving thing. And you know, I meant to ask right at the beginning of this video, I should know this by now, but what is Thanksgiving celebrating? What are we, in America, I know, what are you giving thanks for? I can't remember. Is it harvest or something? Are we giving thanks to the food? Is it religious?
No, it's
should I not go there?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I've just seen
giving thanks to the harvest, isn't it?
No, it's not. I think it's.
This is how naive we are over here. What do they say about America and England separated by something and something? Like we speak the same language, but we don't really know anything about each other.
We don't speak the same language. They speak American.
Celebrating the autumn harvest.
There you are. See, I did know a bit. So celebrate the autumn harvest and an excuse to go and buy all the things in the shops with a big discount. I thought it was something to do with the first day of the year that anyone's bank account was in the black, hence the reason it was called Black Friday or something. I'm sure there are many.
Dude, you're just talking now.
And the last deal, please, Felix, pull something out the bag so we don't have to end on this one. I feel like after such a magnificent 2 hours to tell people that a Morley AB box has had £100 knocked off. That's what it is, isn't it?
Nobody was
if you didn't hear that,
now.
Taylor's right. We just assumed you'd
This is a great deal, man. It's a wonderful deal.
I'm glad that was near
and the
the
loop
end.
was great, and that's a good one to finish on, I think.
Yeah.
The Pilgrims and the Native Americans. Oh, that's it, the Pilgrims and the Native Americans. That was what it was. Harvest.
Yes. Yes. Well, look, I mean, that's the end, ladies and gentlemen. Ask us another question so that we can at least divert the
let's get us
attention
some
away
more
from that
questions.
somewhat disappointing
Just ordered my
final deal.
PRS SE Dragon Fruit there.
Oh, well done.
Dean Fry.
Thank you, Dean. We'll make sure you get an extra special one.
An extra dragony one.
Yes. I haven't even got one of these Morley ABY pedals to show you the deal, I'm afraid. Why is there a Boss RV pedal down there? Did I miss that one?
RV200.
No, ignore that one.
That's me. That's my
Come
fault.
on,
right?
Felix.
There's so many pedals here. I can't be asked to pick them up anymore. There's so many pedals in here.
Completely agree. Is that it? Are we done? Would anyone like to see or hear anything before we go? Oz is now reading. Look at that! It's like stealth cameraman down here.
What a great show! Please.
I feel like what I'm going to do is I'm
Germany.
going to take a little bit of video of everyone in the room here and then post it to my Instagram.
What's the
page.
fastest animal?
There's Oz.
The fastest animal on Earth.
Taylor is literally in a coma over there. He's going to sleep. There's Felix. Look.
I was going to do my joke. What's the difference between pink and purple? But I think I'll.
Don't do that.
What country is Danish Pete?
What country is he? He is. Yeah, that's a great. That was funny.
It's Tommy Lee Jones.
Tommy Lee Jones is watching. That's it. He's got all serious. Taylor's basically like, Dad, I'll do some playing, but I want another guitar.
Put all the pedals on and turn it up.
Nothing. No other
sounds
questions,
great,
Felix.
that,
No.
No more questions at the moment.
There's like relentless amount. I can just see relentless.
More playing
like,
from Lee.
blurry words. Okay.
You
That's
pick
it.
a guitar,
Shut up.
Lee. And
That's it. Get me a guitar, Oz. Thank you very much. And we'll play out with Mr. P. Any requests?
Somebody wants Pete to sing about Bernie and his house.
Can we do Bernie?
No, we don't do
let's
Bernie.
make up another chorus and a verse for Bernie.
Not right now. That's one that has to come when Bernie comes and he's ready. You know what I mean? That's what my mum says anyway. So he comes only when he's ready. So we have to leave that to another day.
Oh, please. Whoever posted that comment, please post a link to the video where Pete does the Bernie song. It's another inspired genius moment. Oh, thanks, Oz. Got me a good one and everything.
Does Oz play guitar? Yes, he does.
Yeah, did we have a request? Like either for an actual a key or a style?
Play some Tom Jones.
So you certainly could, couldn't you? Are you actually going for it, are you? So there we are. Thank you so much for tuning in to Andertons, making this Black Friday special as you always do.
Stu, thank you very much.
Yes, thank you, Stuart, for donating something. And yes, did we get a key or a style? In the style of, that's what we need. The next three comments. The key, the tempo, and in the style of, and that's what we're jamming out at.
Jesus.
And it's not allowed to be blues in A.
Yes. Oh, look. I'll just quickly comment myself. Blues in A, 110 BPM.
Vox Mini, the Vox Mini Go song. Christmas song, Elvis style.
Christmas Elvis song. Hey,
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Hey, burgers.
It's Christmas. It's Christmas. It's Christmas. I'm gonna go. It's Christmas.
Okay, seriously, that's enough.
It's Christmas.
Do a loop, Mr. Pete. Did anyone care?
Yeah, I mean, I'm seeing loads of random ones and I'm gonna mash a bunch. So I saw C minor polka at 100 BPM.
C minor polka.
What is a polka?
It's like.
Yes. Nice.
Okay, C, in C minor, he's got it.
Nice. Okay, cheerio.
Bye.